Let go.
Let go. Truly let go of all the burdens and worries that weigh you down. Just release them, let them dissipate into the air.
Mom, I caught it. Big rat. I came back.
Go embarrass yourself. Hurry up.
This is from Master Su.
Isn't that quite right? If you were to ask me, what exactly was the old master truly thinking? He arranged such a respectable and clear job for the family. Just look at that, look at that. Oh dear, what does the old master mean by this? Did they really send over a fool, or is he just pretending to be one? But Shushu, don't worry, Jing. They just felt sorry for her and decided to keep her at home, that's all. Nothing happened at all.
Of course With Huai's high standards, how could he possibly take a liking to that? He only cares about Huai, Jing, and Xingdi, that's all.
Yes.
You're just a big rat! Let go of me! Shameless fool. He's a fool. If no one looks after him, something terrible could happen. Do you really think Xiao Huaijing will bring him to marry into my Shu family? Do you think my father would agree to that? It would be better for you, better for the environment, and better for everyone if you just die.
After today, for sure. 肥马 the nation fall. General need of time in a single battle slays the dragon. His martial might shakes the world. The four political networks collapse, and Daxia flees in fear. When Mei, King of Heaven, the strength of martial power, prowess of martial combat. The great dragon slayer, famed for his divine skill. He can pacify distant lands, he can win hearts with gentleness. Like wine through mud and grass, drifting across the 9 provinces.
Everyone says. Famed teacher and great general need not toil. For 1,000 troops and 10,000 horses, we will surely wear white robes. These words are not false, you really are hard to kill. Even with the 18 wargods of the 6 kingdoms besieging you, they still couldn't take her life. Zhou Yang. It's you. But that's fine. I want you to suffer all kinds of torment and live on like the others. Only then will the hatred in my heart be eased. Fortunately, it's just that I didn't do well on the test. My vital energy and blood feel a bit congested and painful. 2 days recovered.
Oh my god, you actually didn't die.
Where is my Yuan Dynasty Gluon porcelain vase? It was a gift from the old master to Huaijin years ago.
Even if you sold it, It could fetch 60,000 or even 100,000. We'll eat. My family uses our own thing. Now you're still smashing our family's things. Are you trying to rebel?
If it weren't for the sake of General Sam and Huaijin, just that shove just now would have been enough to send your entire clan to prison as a textbook case.
It wasn't me who pushed. You've recovered.
Even if China doesn't recover, it's still a human life. Or do you see that I'm not dead and want to stab me again?
Hu Yang, what exactly are you? Even if you've recovered, so what? Aren't you still a cripple? Do you really think you're some prodigy in the army? If it weren't for our Su family giving you enough food and drink, you would have starved to death on the roadside. How dare you threaten me? You should know clearly that this is my home.
What's wrong, Aunt?
Nanny.
This piece of trash is lucky enough not to die.
Zhu Shao. Not only is he not dead, he's even become stupid again. Xishang, your outfit is truly very impressive. If Huaijin were to see it, she would most definitely like it.
Really? I just saw it in the wardrobe and tried it on for fun.
The one you found in the wardrobe isn't that.
This fierce ceremonial robe and the great dragon whirlwind saber are also things you, Shuji, are worthy of using. Are you really not afraid of that? Getting old Master Su to testify only proves that you made a mistake in the military camp back then. But let me tell you, that was back then. Don't think that just because you used to be a asterisk, or even if you're not stupid now, so what? You're still just someone who survives by clinging to the Su family. But I am the true elite, the young master of the Shu family. Don't just talk about me wearing your shabby costume and using your special saber. Even if I marry your woman right in front of you, even if I ruin her, what can you do to me? If you've got the guts, stand up.
Zhu Shao! This guy's just a cripple. All he can do is shout a few words. He even threatened me just now. Still, young Master Shuning is smart to solve through it at a glance. Yeah, sitting in a wheelchair. How could he possibly get that?
Chen Pengmei, you're wrong. There are two ways to get him over here. One is for me to go over him. The other is if he gets angry, right?
Young Master Shu, what are you?
I mean, I'm not that talented. But back in the day, I once dominated a tribe. And all the heroes followed Shuji. Wasn't that still Haonang? Remember what happened today. When the great snow dragon comes down south, will your Shu family be erased from this world? How dare you threaten me? Do you believe I could kill you right now and take your woman on your grave?
Stop! Mom, what are you all doing? Oh, Huaijin, you came back at just the right time. This guy, he's not stupid anymore. He even threatened me. He threatened you?
This kid, Huai Xue, has been pretending crazy and dumb just to take advantage of me.
You say he's my husband. So whatever we do is only natural. How is that taking advantage? Besides, what does this have to do with Shushang? Oh, you listen. In the end, this is my family, Shu Xiaoyang. If there's nothing else, please leave for now. My husband is timid and can't handle being startled, alright?
He really has recovered.
I'll vouch for Shu Shao on this. This guy has already recovered. Maybe he got better a long time ago and was just pretending to be clueless so he could freeload off the Su family. Go ahead, say it. Don't go. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry, don't move. I'm sorry, please don't make a scene.
Ying Shuo, are you still running your mouth here?
He must have been out of his mind most days. Who knows how much he's suffered? And you still have the nerve to play the victim and accuse my daughter first? Enough, please leave now.
Just you wait, damn it!
Ah, young Master Shu. Young Master Shu.
It's okay, don't be afraid. My grandfather told me before that you are extraordinary, born to bear great burdens, a sharp blade of the nation, a hero who protects the lights of thousands of homes. When I found out you were the one I was to marry, I was truly happy. I was so happy back then. But seeing you like this now, do you know how sad I feel?
Beautiful. Don't cry, sis.
Yingzhuo, I'm so tired. My mom, I won't say anymore. When Grandma and the others saw you like this back then, they didn't dare to take you in. The Xu family situation hasn't been good these past 2 years either, and the pressure on me has only gotten worse. Even people outside are talking. They say my behavior is improper, and now I'm marrying a crippled husband. I'm just an ordinary girl too. I envy others as well. They can run freely with the ones they love, bask in the sunlight, and have someone to shield them from the wind and rain. But me, you can only handle everything on your own for my sake. I don't want you to be some great hero anymore.
And from now on, let me protect you.
You better not. Mom didn't lie to me. You really woke up.
What are you saying? I just woke up and only heard the last part.
So you were just tricking me. You really scared me. Hey.
What? Oh, okay, I'll be right there.
You're leaving again?
Your mom, we actually took time off to come back. Oh, right, since you're already awake, will you go with me to Grandma's birthday banquet tomorrow?
Oh. It's easy to add flowers to a brocade, but a boyfriend who brings help in a snowstorm is rare. Old man, the daughter-in-law you picked isn't bad. But she must have suffered a lot over these years.
Land at Ghost Lake in western Linzhou designated a new special zone. Once developed, it becomes transportation and political center for Zhuzhou's 15 provinces. You must head south to Taiwan, additional 2 trillion in follow-up investments. My lord, you finally come back after all these years. We couldn't find you anywhere. Where on earth did you go?
It's a long story about my time with the Su family in Yunzhou. Prepare a grand gift for me tomorrow. Send it to the Soviet Union.
Yes, sir. Notify airport of arrival. Have private jet open doors and secure passage to Yunzhou Island. No flights allowed to take off. Arrangements must be made. Prepare photography, passports.
News report. Grand General Zhou Yan of Tiance is unable to stem the decline, with front lines retreating 800L. What is the future of great Xia national destiny?
The calamity ahead. You, Zhou Yang, are not worthy of the title of Grand General of Tiance. Aunt, this Ningju really doesn't have any
Background to speak of.
If she really had any connections, would the Su family even need to look after her?
Aunt, I remember the previous time's general. He was quite young, only in his 20s, and was granted a noble title for his works. If I recall correctly, his surname was also Ning. And I remember Ning Zhuo spent some time in the military camp. Could it be that the two of them are somehow connected?
if Ning Zhuo was just leading the horse for the Northern King of Heaven, I would still get on my knees and beg him to marry Huaijing. Even a 7th rank official can be found at the Prime Minister's gate, let alone someone as exalted as the Northern King of Heaven.
That's true.
Young Master Shu, don't worry. The matriarch is the one in charge of this household. What do you mean? If the old lady wasn't afraid of people talking behind her back, even if Ning Zhuo's injuries were 10 times worse, she would never let her into this family.
Auntie, she's already recovered now.
Tomorrow is the matriarch's birthday banquet. At that time, I'll bring this matter up in front of the entire Su family. The matriarch will never tolerate her holding the position of Huaijin's husband in Dazhen. Our Huaijin is the most beautiful woman in Yunzhou. When the time comes, just give the matriarch a gift to win her favor, and everything will fall into place naturally.
Yes, Uncle. You're absolutely right. I'll go right away.
Go get ready.
The matriarch does not actually reside in Yunnan, China. Fuck you.
Sorry, Grandma. There was a bit of traffic on the way, so I arrived late.
How come no one else was stuck in traffic except you? Or was it just your car alone on the road? Seems like someone doesn't really care about Grandma's birthday banquet.
No, that's not. You said it was inconvenient because he's in a wheelchair.
Oh my! Did I hear that right? You even brought this cripple along, aren't you embarrassed enough for our Su family already? Are you crazy? How could you bring this cripple to Grandma's birthday banquet?
King, there aren't just Su family members here. There are also many celebrities from Yunzhou. Grandma never planned to marry you off to Yuzhou. Aren't you just asking for trouble?
That's right, my dear little sister. Have you been taking care of that fool for so long that you've become stupid yourself?
What? Did Yuan Yun say anything wrong? Bringing this thing out in front of everyone. Second child of the family. What are you all doing to Grandma's reputation?
Oh, you're just making a spectacle of yourselves here. Your whole family should go sit at the table by the door. That's where you belong. Just looking at it is annoying. Grandma, go sit over there. You can stay here with this useless thing if you want.
No wonder, ever since General Su Zhenshun died for the country, the Su family had really been going downhill. Seeing it today, there really is a reason for it.
What did you say?
Looks like not only is your eyesight bad, but your judgment about me is too.
This kid isn't stupid anymore.
Maybe it's because Su Yuan made him snap out of it, trying to vent his anger for his own wife.
Well, you really picked the wrong person then. I heard that Su Yuan has recently gotten close to Zhou Zhenyang's son, the department manager at Beishan Group. He's really popular with the old lady right now.
Lin Zhuo has been muddling along for so many years. Why can't he just get better? Miss Su, did you deliberately have him say that for the sake of the family's reputation? Do you think we won't hold it against you?
Makes sense. This Sunday, Huaijian really is getting too bold.
Su Huaijin is just a woman. What can she possibly do? Maybe it was the second son of the Su family who put her up to it.
It's just that you really shouldn't have done it in front of so many people. Reflecting back in here, it's like adding fuel to the fire.
Hey, I didn't, big brother. You've misunderstood. How could I possibly have the guts for that? There's no way this kid would dare either. It's just that someone wants to accuse this old lady of being incompetent and unfair. Lin Zuo, hurry up and apologize to your grandmother.
I did nothing wrong. Why apologize?
You...
It was Huaiqi.
Sorry, Grandma. It was my fault for not managing things well. You say.
Lin Zuo has been eating and living with our Su family for the past 3 years. And yet he still complains that this old woman hasn't taken good enough care of. Is there any sense in that in this world?
How ungrateful wretch.
Even a dog knows to wag its tail when it sees its master. But look at him, he actually bites the hand that feeds.
Madam, on such a wonderful day, why get upset? Actually, I can understand how Mr. Ning feels. He just can't accept the reality of his own disability for the moment.
Zuo is just too kind-hearted, even feeling sorry for this useless person.
So, young Master Zhou, what are you suggesting?
While his feelings are understandable, this is still Madam's birthday celebration, not a place for making a scene. Since it was the second Mrs. Mistake, why not let Yuan Yuan take over the position of Director of the Marketing Department at Su Group? Ever since Huai Jingji married me, her whole family's dividends in the Su Group were cut down to almost nothing. And all their positions were stripped away, they were even treated worse than outsiders. This position of marketing director was earned by Huai Jin under such circumstances, working 10 hours a day and sleeping only 4 hours. All for the sake of her performance. What? With just a casual remark. You think you can just take it away? You're absolutely right. No matter how hard your wife works, it's all useless compared to a single offhand remark from me. That's all it takes for me to secure the director position.
Dao, you're the best.
Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Ming has been out of it for years, hasn't he? He probably doesn't know much about the outside world. Let me introduce myself. My surname is Zhu. No need for formalities. It's nothing major, I'm just with Baiken Group. I'm the department manager at the Yunzhou branch. Baiken Group, the #1 industrial company in Daxia.
Sai, their big boss, Chu Yuqi, is now the richest man in Daxia.
Young Master Zhu, have you ever met President Chu? I heard that behind President Chu is none other than the legendary King of the North, BEI Lai, from back in the day. Is that really true? Baiken Group's next focus for development is right here in Yunzhou. So my father is highly valued by them, thanks to my father's influence. I've also had the chance to meet that famous and extraordinary Queen of the North at an internal Baiken Group dinner. To be honest, it's a bit embarrassing. When I toasted that distinguished lady, she actually praised me for being young and promising, and said that in the future I would surpass my father, and that my father would be able to move into the headquarters in the capital.
Move into the headquarters in the capital? Then, Dao, doesn't that mean you'll be the next richest man after Mr. Chu?
What's even more important is that I've gained the favor of Prince Bio.
Young Master Zhou, you really have a bright future ahead of you.
Ning Lord, what are you laughing at? How dare you show disrespect to King Bei? I lied to you without even blushing. You say I once praised you as young and promising at an internal dinner? Sorry. It's just that alcohol can numb the nerves. So I'm not thinking clearly. Everyone heard that, right? If I didn't misunderstand, what our friend Ning here means is that he himself is the almighty King Bailey, everyone. Well, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present your gift.
What nonsense are you spouting?
Really have no filter in you, even daring to impersonate the famous King Bailey. I'm sorry, Grandpa. If you can't even control the mouth of a useless person like him, then having you around makes no difference. It seems you still lack strength. Go back to the grassroots and work a few more years.
Ma, this is several years of Huaijin's hard work.
Mao, you know better than anyone how hard Huaijin has worked. But if she's on the wrong path, what's the point of working hard? Yuan Yuan is still the most thoughtful one, finding such a good husband for the Su family, unlike a useless person. From now on, the director position should be handed over to Niu Yuan. Huaiji, go back and organize the work materials and hand them over to Yuan Yuan. Thank you, Grandma. Yes. It's all yours and ours. Huaijin was originally the most favored one in the family. The girl who was able to marry a rich young man is all because of you, a loser. Not only did you ruin his reputation, but now, even his career was ruined. Oh, Mom, this is my own hard life. Wait.
A moment? Oh, madam. Do you mean that as long as Huaijin marries someone better than Su Yuan and can bring more benefits to the Su family, then she's on the right path and doesn't have to be removed from her position? Is that correct?
Grown a conscience, divorced Huaijin? Grandma, your leg hasn't healed without a father-in-law useless, penniless. If he leaves the Su family, how's he supposed to survive? So Huaijin, you think things will turn out perfectly for you, don't you? With your second-hand status, do you really think you can find a young master from a family even more prestigious than the Zhou family?
Exactly. Sister-in-law, Zhou, isn't just from the Zhou family, there's also that powerful subordinate, and the parents are both gone. Plus the formidable Northern Hunter King, who dominates an entire generation.
Isn't that Northern Hunter King standing right in front of him?
Oh, I'm so scared.
He himself doesn't even know how much he'll have left. Right?
Stop it.
Not fair. Oh. Alright. Recently, my father received an assignment. He was tasked with collecting congratulatory gifts for one of President Chu's elders, and he really went all out. I've long heard that the old madam loves tea. This is the finest Lantian jade leaf from Xinyang Maojia, worth 740,000.
I'm really good at investigating.
This is a Ruiz scepter carved from a whole piece of icy floating green jadeite, although its quality isn't as high as the top imperial green. Such a finely crafted raw stone is still extremely rare. It's also extremely rare and valued 3 million.
Young Master Zhou, you are truly thoughtful.
This is a gift from my father to the old madam.
This is the Baishan Group's order. And if we handle it well, our Su family could easily make tens of millions from it.
Zhou Tao wishes the old madam happiness as vast as the Eastern Sea and longevity as enduring as the Southern Mountain.
Brother Zhao, you are truly impressive. Su Huaijin, surely your family's Northern Hunter King can present an even better gift.
That's right, second brother. Let's wait and see what kind of gift your family will present.
I'm sorry.
We'll do it right away.
Of course I can present an even better gift.
Oh, come on. How could something like this even be worthy of the table?
How dare you, Yinzhu? What are you doing?
Deliver the gift within 5 minutes.
Do you really have to embarrass me in front of everyone like this?
Sister Hui, trust me. I can handle this matter.
The Toka? The last foolish thing I did was believe you when you said you'd protect me yesterday. It's all turned upside down. Bring in the friend and throw him and Second Leather's family out.
Go!
A set of Tangshan luxury houses, 1 glass-type Imperial Green Ruby, 5 East China synthesized pearls, and 50 gold bars. 10 million in cash.
May I ask which friend gave me this gift?
May I ask, which one is your lady Su Huai?
Too prepared these days.
Huaijin,
For the rest of my life,
let me be the one to protect you.
Niu Zhuang, what is all this? These things were actually given by Ning Zhuo?
This gift is far more valuable than Zhou Shou's. That order could have brought the Su family tens of millions. But this time, he just gave 10 million in cash directly. Could what that particular guy said really be true?
Did Mingzhu's mom know all along that you had the ability to see? All these are gifts from our Jiaxu. So, what do you think? No, they're not better than the ones Zhou Tao gave. That's impossible. He's just a cripple. How could he possibly have that kind of ability?
Even if I am a cripple, I'm still Lu Zhuo. I don't believe you. If you really had that kind of ability, why would you still be freeloading at a Su family? Just living off others, waiting around. Even if these things are real, they might not have been given by you. Who knows? Maybe you secretly became the son-in-law of some rich family in Maoming?
That's right, Ning Zhuo. Things like this can't be mistaken.
Don't worry, I arranged everything. Go ahead boldly. Whether it's true or not will become clear soon enough. Whether it's true or not will be revealed in time.
Hello, I am Su Huaijin.
Hello, Miss Su. These gifts are from our master.
presented to the old madam for her birthday in your name. Please accept them with a smile.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, Ningzhuo.
Wow, Ningzhuo is really amazing to do so much for. So, what do you think? What about Chu Shuqi? Why didn't he come in person?
What does this have to do with Chu, the richest man? Ah, so you're the one in the wheelchair. You must be the husband who came back to step on the neck of fate, Master Nation.
Your master?
Who is your master?
Yuan Zhou Shu. That's Shu Jie.
Wait, these aren't from your Luo family?
The Zhu family of Yunzhou, that top-tier, prestigious family?
The Su family was about to fall from being a third-rate family, but with Su Huaijin, this family is going to soar to the sky.
It turns out that Master Shu heard that his Su Huaijin was loyal and unwavering.
Hello, Shuji. You dare to pretend to be Shu stuff. We almost got cheated by you, a piece of rubbish again.
Oh, I knew it. This good-for-nothing is clearly up to no good again. Lu Xun, you really need to keep him in check. If you keep acting like this, you'll embarrass us big time when you go out.
Mingzhuo, if you don't have it, you don't. Why pretend?
Miss Bai wishes the old madam endless good fortune.
Shu Shao.
Master Bai was preparing a gift, so he was late. I hope the old madam will forgive him.
It is our Shu family's good fortune that young Master Shu could marry such a good person. How could we possibly blame you?
This, deliver this thing to the old madam's residence. Oh, even a cripple like you is here. The Zhou family's easy life wasn't good enough, so you came to try your luck.
I knew Chu Yuxi wouldn't just send this kind of trash. But it's just as well that you're here. If I return my things to you in their original state, your Xu family will have a way out.
As a person, I admire the tone of someone threatening to kill you the most. Ningbo, I took your things. What can you do to me? If I want to destroy you, what can you do to me? I'll say it again. I want to marry your wife. Use her to inherit the vast network left by Master Su, strengthen my Shu family, and then hand her over to the supreme idealist. What can you do to me? Take a good look. This is what the power looks like. This is a very significant influence. Sister Bai, are you satisfied with today's gift?
Mr. Shi, the gift you gave is too valuable. I can't accept it. Why can't you accept it? It's rare for young Master Shu to care so much about you, Huaiji. You really should seize this opportunity. Huaijin Shu Shao is the heir to the Shu family, and the Shu family is now the rising star among the prestigious families in Yongzhou. Unlike that, crippled dunce, sable and a liar. Why tie yourself to him?
Today is the old madam's birthday, and I really shouldn't steal the spotlight, but I feel that there's no better or more auspicious time than today. I, Shu Shen, boldly ask the old madam and Jiang Huai to grant me this honor, to bring about a happy union.
Shu Shao, I already have a husband. Even if he's just a nobody, why should I marry Shu Shao? What husband? This Ning Jie, he was a fool before. He can't do anything at all. And my precious daughter is still pure and completely untouched. So, it's entirely up to me, the old lady, to make this crucial decision. Let Huaijin divorce this utterly good-for-nothing man. Let's pick an auspicious date and have Huaijin marry Shu Shao, grandma.
Miss Bai, this is the heart of the ocean I bought at the Sotheby's auction in London for 100 million. I'm begging you, marry me. I want to make you the happiest woman in the world.
Wow, that's so romantic. Marry him. Marry him, marry him. I just want to marry you, honey, your mom. Could I do that? I don't agree. The cripple can stand up now. You almost made our family lose our dividends. You almost got Huaijin fired, and you ruined Huaijin's reputation. What right do you have to disagree?
Shuji is ambitious and ruthless. He doesn't deserve it.
ambitious, and ruthless, then I deserve it. Huaijin, followed Chu Shao, lived in a villa, drove luxury cars, and had a reputation her life would be 100 or 1,000 times better than it is. You're a cripple, yet you insist on clinging to Huai Pi. If anyone's ambitious and ruthless, it's you.
You, Wenjuo, Huaijin is kind-hearted. Even after you became disabled, she still married you according to the engagement and has taken care of you for 3 years. She's already done more than enough. Now that you've recovered, don't hold Huaijin back any longer.
I know Huaijin has shown me immense kindness, which is exactly why I can't just let her marry Shu Jing. Sister, whatever Shu Ji I can give you, I can give you 100 times more.
100 times more! Do you even know what that means? Shuji just gave her a ring worth 100 million. If you could even come up with $1 million, you wouldn't have to rely on Huaijin's meager monthly salary to get by. Very satisfied. By the way, since you've already recovered, you should pack up your things. Leave the Su family as soon as possible. Grandma, he's not fully recovered yet, and you're already telling him to leave? How is he supposed to survive? If he can't, then you should just stay far away from me and stop pretending to love you in front of me. As for you, hurry up and divorce him, pick an auspicious date, and marry into the Shu family. I understand. Thank you for Shu Shao's kindness. But I already have a husband. I can only let the student down. Huaijin, what are you saying? With Shu Shao's qualifications, he could easily find someone better. But you... He only has me. Su Huaijin, if you're dead set on protecting that useless man, then you can get out of the Su family along with him. Please take care of yourself, Grandma. Hey, Dia. President of Baichen Group, Wu Yu, is late.
My gift has arrived.
Your gift, President Chu, has arrived.
The main guest who's late has arrived. Old Master Su's connections are stronger than I thought. Not bad. Sooner or later, you'll be mine.
Even though we have the strength to stand in front of this car, we're just a bunch of nobodies. Nothing has come of it.
Who else could it be? Is there anyone else here connected to the Baichen group? Of course they're here for Chao General.
Yeah, I guess so, I suppose.
I didn't expect the Zhou family to have such a good relationship with President Chu. Su Yuan, you'd better not give me any trouble. Don't be like that Su Huaiji, passing up such a great catch like Shu Shao and sticking with a useless man like a housewife.
Exactly. Our Yuan. He's so well behaved, unlike the second child's family, who never brings anything good, just nurses.
Your presence here truly brings honor and glory to our Su family.
Not at all. With the Su family gaining such a fine son-in-law today, I'll be counting on the matriarch to look after us.
Yes. Our Shu family is very optimistic about this marriage. President Chu means that Dao is about to be promoted.
Absolutely. It's the Northern Commander.
Wang named Zhou Chaoyan for promotion.
I didn't expect what he said to actually be true.
Zhou Tao really has called the attention of the Northern Commander.
Zhou Shao.
Brother Hao, President Chu. I'm Zhou Dao, the son of Zhou Jingyang from the Yungzhou branch. I even toasted you at the company's annual meeting before.
Just now, someone was still questioning Brother Tao's status in Baichen Group. They really should take a good look at themselves.
I don't know, Zhou Shao.
President Chu, how could you not know Brother Dao? Please think about it again.
There are plenty of people who have toasted me. Am I supposed to know all of them?
President Chu, you really don't know someone so incredibly important, do you?
Where is second young lady Su family?
Second young lady? President Chu, who are you referring?
Of course I mean my wife. Or does your Su family have another second young lady besides Huaiji? Right now, you have no say in the Beishi Group's affairs. Keep your mouth shut. How dare you speak like that? How dare you stand up to Mr. Ning? President Chu, you must be mistaken. Isn't she just a fool from the second branch? Useless for 3 years? Nothing more than a joke? Mr. Lin, at your request, I, Miss Su Huaijin, come to present a performance for old Madame Su.
Miss Chu. What did you say?
What do you mean by took the initiative? Who was entrusted by him? Who exactly is he? Wishing old Madame Su longevity like pine and cypress.
Oh my! Baishan Group's 3S level development project. 3 what-ass project? What's the difference?
It's Beishan Group's most important project, and it's the starting point for everything. Even if our Su family is just following behind Baishan Group and getting a small share, we still make billions in profit every year. And it's a steady income that can be passed down to future generations.
Yingchu, you damn it! Have this kind of ability.
Ningju, who are you really?
No matter who I am your husband.
Thank you, President Chu. Thank you, President Chu.
No need to be so polite. Back in the day, I was also a subordinate of General Sunday. This small gift is just a token of my appreciation. Now that the gift has been delivered, I'll take my leave.
President Chu, I hope you'll have a few more drinks at my wife's birthday banquet. I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude yet.
That won't be necessary. I have official duties to attend to. As for my gratitude, Mr. Ning can represent me.
Could it be that Ningzhuo had an unusual status back in the day? Ningzhuo, what exactly is your relationship with President Chu? Why does he treat you with such respect?
Take a guess.
Guessing is for children.
I once saved his life.
You saved his life? No wonder he wants to repay you with power. Not bad, not bad. Huijing is quite capable after all, so there's no rush to change the director position for now. Who has a car?
Mom, what's going on with you? This is the 3S project order that Ningzhuo exchanged from President Chu by saving his life. The Su family can make billions in profit from it every year.
Let me take a good look at what exactly you insist on getting back, and what is written on that order.
Just...
Old Su, what exactly is written on this?
a development proposal.
Why is it Ghost Story Village? That unlucky place. Choo-choo, am I out of my mind? How could I see that kind of weather and still let us go? If we're not crazy, then someone secretly set a trap to harm us. Songjiang's grandma, what do you mean by this? What does this mean? Get out of there! Break through that place, Ghost Cry Slope. That used to be a mass grave with ghosts wailing every night. No matter how many benefits the Yungzhou prefecture offered, they couldn't get rid of it. Now, why would President Chu, the richest man in Daxia, want to take on this mess?
President Chang is well informed. Maybe there's some other advantage to that land. Someone as important as him wouldn't do something like this for no reason, right?
Exactly. As long as we put up 300 million in cash to level the land and lay a solid foundation, in the future, 10% of the profits from this plot will go to our Su family. President Chu really did the math. Right now, our Su family's liquid assets just happen to be enough to scrape together that 300 million in cash. Isn't that a good thing? It's a great thing, a huge opportunity. I can't believe how naive your whole family is. First of all, let's not even talk about whether this is real or fake. Just look at the proposal. It says right here that the estimated investment for this project is a whopping 2 trillion. 2 trillion!
Then wouldn't the Su family become rich overnight? Just like the matriarch said. Auntie, you need to look at it from another perspective. Would you be willing to give 10% of a 2 trillion investment project to an investor who only put in 300 million?
Of course not! We're putting up most of the money. Why should we give it to them?
Except for the down payment. He's a businessman. There's no way he'd give you such a huge return. Even if Ningzhuo really did save Chu-Chu, this return is just way too much. This whole thing is a bit suspicious.
Only someone from a prominent family like Shui Shao could be this strict.
Madam, I don't have special skills. I help my father with odd jobs. I've picked up a little bit here and there.
Let's not even talk about whether this land is worth Baishan Group investing so much money. Even if this project is real, if our Su family really puts up these 300 million and Baishin Group's follow-up funds are delayed, then when will we ever see any returns from this investment?
What a crock. This is just stringing us along with empty promises.
Just now, Madam Su said that Baishin Group wants to take out these 300 million, basically emptying out our family's assets. So if Baishin Group suddenly calls a halt with so many mouths to feed in the Zhu family, how are we supposed to survive during that time? If the Su family comes to a standstill, then who will get the profits? Uncle Su, your crows are out for their interests, just like on a battlefield. But they're after your life.
What a fine person you are. The Su family has treated you with such deep kindness, yet you secretly harbor ill intentions and collude with outsiders. Why did father end up in such a miserable state?
It was Huaijin who showed me kindness. What does that have to do with your Su family? How dare you claim credit for something you didn't do? I have a new perspective on your narrow-minded thinking. Would you like to hear it? Go ahead, for example. Chu Yuqi really does want to invest 2 trillion to develop Dibu Wave. He genuinely wants to bring wealth to the Su family. Letting you use a small stake for a big return, the benefits are real, after all. Given the current scale of your Su family, it's worth his attention.
Even if what you say is true, unless Chu always has something wrong with his head or has money to burn, why would he insist on giving it all to the Su family?
After all, young Master Xu Mingzhe once saved President Chu's life.
Uncle Su's life-saving grace.
If you said he gave hundreds of thousands, millions, or even tens of millions,
that would all make sense. But this is a contract worth 2 trillion. We're talking about annual profits of over 1 billion. Do you really think there are such good things in this world? As long as I'm here, there are. I've seen a lot of braggarts, but never anyone as good at it as you. If you're really that capable, then why did you end up staying at the Su family and becoming the laughingstock of the whole city?
For such shameless boasting. The Su family's kindness to you is as heavy as a mountain. I never expected you to collude with outsiders and even plot against the Su family's foundation. Men, throw him out for me. You are never to set foot in the Su family's house again. Grandma, there must be some misunderstanding here. You say she's innocent and doesn't know anything? Even if there was scheming, it would be the Chu family trying to plot against our Su family. You said she just wanted President Chu to come over, give a gift, and show some support, right? Isn't that so, Mingju? Hurry and tell Grandma. Su Huaijin, if you continue to speak up for her, you can also get out too.
Frog in a well.
About President Zhu's order.
Sister Violet, the order from Chu Yuqi is a big gift. I'll share more about it in a few days.
But that's what Grandma said.
Old Madame Su never really had much ability. She can only see the little patch of land right in front of her. And with that Shu Ji fanning the flames at her side, if she were really that capable, then how could your Su family have fallen so far, so quickly?
But you shouldn't be so forceful. The Su family was originally in the securities department. If you act like this, Grandma will only envy you more, especially with Uncle and Song Yuan always whispering in her ear. We'll save you. I'll protect you.
I don't care what they think. I only care about you.
Well, crying by the roadside in the middle of the night. What a dramatic scene. Could it be that it's hard for you to get a cab with this disability? How about this? If you really can't manage, just ask me. Maybe I'll be willing to give you and your disability a ride home. After all, we're bedmates, aren't we, sister? No need for that, thank you very much. If you ask me, you should have just ditched that cripple and been done with it. The old lady treats you this way now, all because you insisted on bringing that cripple home and made the Su family the laughingstock of the whole Yunzhou.
I know I've let Huaijin down. I will definitely make the Xu family proud because of him.
Proud? He'll only become more humiliated because of you. As the dignified young lady of the Su family, do you really have the nerve to ride an electric scooter to and from work? And you even told the old lady not to regret it. Regret what? What the old lady should regret most is not insisting on kicking you out and even letting Huaijin marry you. Look at Otto last month. When our family got a dividend of several $100,000, we bought one right away. If you'd listened to the old lady and kicked that useless guy out, you could be riding a nice bike with ease. My home isn't far from the company. An electric scooter is perfect, no traffic jams. But being out in the wind and sun all day, how can that be good? I really don't understand what you're holding on to with this cripple. Ever since he came, Sujin, has he brought you even a bit of good fortune? If it were me, I wouldn't even consider marrying him. If things are like this, maybe you two really aren't meant to be together. If you kick this useless guy out and marry into the Shu family as their young madam, Grandma wouldn't make things hard for you anymore, and you could live a much better life. What's so bad about that? You're here to be Shu Jie's spokesperson? Go back and tell her that Su Huaijin will earn whatever he wants with his own hands. I don't need anyone else's charity. You're so stubborn, you'll regret. Shuji is still willing to marry you, but once you miss this chance, I don't need it. You're so stubborn. Fine, then you deserve to ride a bike for the rest of your life for just $4. Hello, young Master Shu. I'm sorry. It failed.
It's fine. Thanks for your effort. Who should I consider next? Let's see how long you can keep up that tough talk for just $4 or $5. Get a Mercedes from the company. Tomorrow afternoon, after Su Huaijin gets off work, have him drive me downstairs first.
Yes, young master.
Wait, please, make sure it looks nice for me.
Yes, sir.
Just show me the money. I don't believe you can stay indifferent when a luxury car is dropped right in front of you.
Wait here for me for a bit. I'm going to get a battery. That's right, brother.
Hello, Tuzi. Have a car that's suitable for a girl delivered to their company before Huai gets off work tomorrow afternoon.
Wu Huaiji, I like you.
Shu Jin.
Wow. He's so romantic. If he proposed to me, I definitely wouldn't say no. What a pity. He's here to see former director Su Huai. Your place is so romantic. Aren't you going to go down and take a look? But Su Huaijin is a married woman. Isn't she afraid her disabled husband will get mad if she keeps getting tangled up with this rich young master? Song Guai, aren't you going to see Shu Sheng? What if he keeps hanging around here and disrupts everyone's work?
I'll have him leave right away.
Get back to work.
Auntie,
You finally...
This bouquet feels a bit,
It's just that we're not that close. I had to come out several times.
These flowers were air-shipped from Bulgaria 6 months 33 for 3 lifetimes, just for you.
Bulgaria is the most famous place of production in the world. How much does it cost to ship it here by air? This is a primary school student.
Only rich people can fill in the papers and tell me.
But we are primary school students.
Sister Hai, these are the most imported roses from abroad. And Auntie said you've loved roses since you were little.
I like roses. I earn my own money. I'm not allowed to.
Seriously, if I don't give you roses, are you really going to wait for the loser to give them to you?
As long as he's willing to give them,
then of course I will give them.
Arjun is just a cripple now. To put it bluntly, he's just a loser. He can't even afford a fake rose. What could he possibly give you?
Even a bunch of wildflowers from the roadside, I'd be happy with. Besides, I'm already a married woman. I don't deserve your affection. I still have work to do. Please go home early. I don't want you to worry.
Pay back the money.
Shangji, mind your boundaries. Ningjong is still home waiting. I want to leave.
How much is your pride even worth?
Ningzhuo, why are you here?
Mind your own damn business. You're harassing my wife in public. And you say I'm meddling? If you have doubts, don't worry. As long as you don't want to, there's no one in this world who can force you to do something you don't want to do.
I'm really curious. What gives you the right to say that? With no status, no position, no background, what kind of patient are you pretending to be? Let me tell you, people need to know their place. In what way are you better than me? In what way are you worthy of Su Pai-Chang?
stop wasting your energy on this. This is between me and my husband. If I want to, so be I teeth him if it means death. This whole trip, I kept getting pushed around. I'm exhausted.
Back in the country,
I was just watching a hot pot session at that time.
the most expensive one. Hurry up. You absolutely can't let that guy ruin your marriage with poverty and sorrow.
That's right. Wow, that's the latest BMW. Did he really give that woman a BMW worth 400,000 or 500,000? Tony just gave away a luxury car like it was nothing. Is he a rich second generation? If you ask me.
Marry a man. Marry a man who can provide. How could that cripple compare to Xu Shenming?
Sister Bai, you.
If you stay with him, he'll only be riding an electric scooter to and from work, exposed to the wind and sun every day. Only I can give you a better life.
I can't back down. And I honestly don't care whether you don't want to care or if you just can't care. England, if you're truly a man, then stand up and face it. Don't just hide behind a woman. Wai Jin is simply following your lead more and more.
Bonjour, what are you doing? We're not going to compete with him over this. Let's just tell everyone.
Can you even afford this car? I definitely wouldn't really buy this car because it's just not up to standards.
A BMW worth 500K can't push a wheelchair. Think that's class? This guy will say anything for...
Have you even looked at your own situation? You're the one who's not up to standard. Yingju, if I were you, I wouldn't pretend like it. Do you even realize, because of what you just said, you've dragged Bai Yu into this just to make yourself feel more satisfied?
'Cause you're crazy.
Cheap to buy. I'll say it again. As long as you give me a sign, you'll be the girl of my dreams. You could return to the shoe group, become a director, and drive a luxury car to and from work every day. Instead of earning that meager salary and being dragged down by the stubborn loser, becoming a laughingstock.
Thanks so much for the generous offer, but I really appreciate it, though I don't need it.
I'm talking about a Ferrari here that's several million. My parents don't even know. Compared to a BMW, it really is a step up for the side, but that's not the point. This car isn't for pushing your wheelchair, you know. Shush up. Let's buy a BMW for 400 or 500,000.
Mr. Ye, I finally found him. Mr. Lee.
This person looks really wealthy, and even he isn't attacking me. Only Mr. Nye seems troubled by my identity.
What kind of person drives a car like that? Looking for me, Linbo. You really are. You think just because your last name is Ning, and this gentleman is also named Ning, that he's here for you? You're really desperate. You see a connection, and immediately want to latch onto it. Mingzu, didn't your family have to find someone just to buy tickets? Hey, you don't even know his last name or first name, and you dare to try to build a relationship like that. Bai Jin, you see him too, not only does he love to brag, but he also doesn't know his own limits. If you stay with him, he'll only drag you down. My advice, hurry up and divorce him.
Mr. Jin, I am Yu Long, president of the Yunzhou Luxury Car Association. I've brought you the Ferrari 458 you purchased.
What should we do? That's Ferrari's flagship model. It must cost at least 5 million.
Mr. Ning, would you like to try it out first? No need for a test drive. I think it's fine. Here are your car keys. All right. The customs clearance procedures are being finalized and will be completed soon. The car will definitely be delivered to your residence tomorrow, so I won't take up any more of your time.
Hurry up, Nyang Nyang. A BMW isn't good enough. Coming in from both sides counts as a mistake. You raised so much money.
They really do look down on my mom. This school is hilarious. Someone tries to steal a husband with a BMW worth a few $100,000, and then the husband just turns around and gives the top-of-the-line Ferrari. That's killing me. Ha 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 ha.
Send me one, please. You'll see him sooner or later, right away.
Wait.
What do you want to do?
Your little junk.
Got angry. Want to do it, let him do what he wants, and leave? You should return the car. All right. Shuje has already left. You don't need to keep acting with me. That car is rented, isn't it? No. I bought it for you. I've taken care of you for 3 years. Maybe I don't know you inside out, but I do know you pretty well.
Huaijin, if you're really rich, take out 1 yuan and show me.
I'm not that kind of vain woman. I also know that there are some things I just can't hope for. You don't have to keep up appearances. I won't abandon you.
Huaijin, just give me a little time. This stuff is nothing at all. Whatever others have, you'll have too. Don't worry. I won't let you envy anyone ever again. I don't need anything at all.
I just hope you can get back on your feet soon.
It won't be that easy.
Authorities announced plans to turn Guipopo in Yunzhou's western suburbs into a special economic zone. Its location will make it the hub for all 15 Zhuzhou provinces. Baikan Group now controls the land, and its market value has soared.
Hello, Grandma. Okay. Yes. All right, I got it. Grandma wants me to go back for the family meeting, and she told me to bring you along.
Everyone's probably seen today's news by now. No one knows what to say.
Suju, you said, Mom, Guipopo has already been designated as a special economic zone. I know. But what should we do now? As soon as I got the news, I went to those club hotels to look for the contracts. But what happened? I couldn't find them. They were probably packed up by the cleaning staff and already taken away.
Contracts worth billions a year just got destroyed like that.
Well, I didn't know our relatives and friends had this kind of information either. Who could have predicted this? I just wanted to repay a favor and put in the effort. Besides, at first, you also suspected that I was the one who told me to destroy the contracts.
So, now you're blaming me? No, it's just that I've always had bad luck with money. I don't care about righteous anger or not, since you already tore up the contracts. You have to go to Baicheng and bring someone very important back. With my current status, how could I possibly take the initiative myself? Exactly, we're not the only family attending Grandma's birthday banquet, and the fact that we actually tore up the contracts has already spread around. Who knows how angry they are? They might not even give you the contracts back. What's the use of you if I can't get the walnut after I've ripped them? Whoever can get that contract back for the Su family will get Su Yuan's director position. That's right, Grandma, please stop. The positions in the Su family are all set. Understood. Sister Bai, what do you think?
Grandma, the news about tearing up the contract has already reached Chu Yuxi's ears. In front of so many people, your Chu family not only tore up the contract and embarrassed him, but also accused me of colluding with him from the inside, damaging his reputation for the benefit of your Su family's business. Read this contract. What are we going to do about that?
Tens of billions in annual profits would be enough for our Su family to regain first-class status in Linjie. My wise master, she was my mother, an old carpenter. Could you talk to President Chu about it? See if there's any way, any solution at all.
Who should be held responsible for this mess? Coincidentally, the position of general manager is also under control now, isn't it? What do you want? My Huaijin was originally a director at Su Group, and now she's brought in tens of billions in annual profits for the company. If it was just about reinstating her to her old position, why would I go to all this trouble? Besides, the old lady just heard what you said. Su Shi's position could also make it happen. So, in my opinion, the position of general manager should still go to Huaijin. Ma Huaijin is so young, it wouldn't be appropriate for her to suddenly take such a high position, right? Oh. So being capable isn't suitable, but being older is?
So, big brother. Old madam, what do you... You should win over my brother, I'll not only give you the honorary position in the Su family. I'll even make you the head of the Su family, right here on the spot eyes, the head of this clan. So, it's settled then? As long as Huaijin can actually win, he'll be the new general manager of the Su group. Dad, are you really gonna let Su Huaijin's family turn things around and surpass the rest of us? Back when we gave gifts in middle school, you said...
No need to be so polite. Back in the day, I was also a subordinate of General Su. I suspect that this contract was spotted by President Xu when he saw Old Master interviewing Lin Zhuo. I've stayed in Beijing before, so I probably know that episode. That's why he rushed to Chuzhou ahead of us and used the old man to get it done. That's right, Doc. You can't let someone who's been a general manager for so many years get ahead of you. Tomorrow, you should hurry over to Sanfei. Go early. We can't afford to fall behind Su Huaijin, you know.
Once I get the contract back, I want to see what Su Huaijin can do then.
You're not here. There's a sudden investment promotion conference being held by the higher-ups in Dijin, probably also related to the new city project, so I can't make it back for a while. But I've already arranged everything for Miss Su. As long as she goes directly tomorrow, someone will naturally receive her. All right, then go take care of your business.
Hey, is it really that inconvenient for you to come? It's fine. Even if he's not around, everything has already been arranged. I'll go with you myself tomorrow.
All right. Hello, could you please help me make an appointment with President Chu? I'd like to meet with him, President Chu. Chu Yuxi, President Chu. And you are? I'm Sun from Yunzhong.
You must be Miss Su from Yunzhou Su family, right? President Su arranged everything, and we've been waiting for you. Please follow me.
President Tian, Miss Su, you're here. Please, have a seat. Make yourselves comfortable. You guys go ahead. Miss Su, our President Hu has already given instructions. Here is the contract. You can take it home and discuss it thoroughly with your family. If there are any specific changes you'd like to make, just let me know. President Chu has said that this contract must meet all your requirements. Thank you.
She's been here? Yes! A lady from the company came by about 10 minutes ago.
Lin Zhong, what's going on? He said that a woman named Miss Su went to see your son about 10 minutes ago. Is this how you refuse to pay back the money? You even pushed your crippled wife.
Are you honestly surprised to see your little tricks on Weibo finally exposed?
In the tiniest of devices. Lu Yongzhou, what's going on? You'd better ask your precious husband about that. Sorry. I've secured the contract with Baishan Group. Accountant Su. I think you should be congratulating me. So, the Miss Su who just went to see Vice President Chen is you?
Yes, it was me. Some people think they're clever just because they know a few tricks. But in the face of my father's upright and honorable ways, now that the contract has been taken by Su Yuan, we'll just have to take things one step at a time. Oh, and when we get home later, if Grandma asks, just say I insisted on telling you. I can't give him a bad impression anymore.
I can't let them have a bad impression.
I don't really care. I'm a Su family member, right? Are they sending me to Su family Shui Mei?
Sister Bai, I mean, you absolutely have to believe that no one but you can sign this contract.
Go on. Head home for now, if you want.
Now this is great. Really, truly great. With this contract, our Su family will absolutely, certainly be able to return to the high society of Yunzhou.
I'd rather you believe it, if that makes sense to you.
What crime have I committed?
It's all your fault, old madam. I must say, you really must look into this matter clearly. Huaiji, she's such an honest child. How could she possibly hold a manager's position? Are you saying she made that decision on her own? Let's talk about the Su family's mother. What's wrong? It's all my fault. If someone needs to be punished, punish me. This has nothing to do with Ningage. I was the one who insisted on becoming general manager. Why talk like that, child?
You seem to care a lot about this cripple. Don't tell me you've actually fallen for him. I haven't. I just feel a sense of responsibility toward him, that's all. Fine. Oh, responsibility, is it? Starting today, all dividends for the second branch of the family are canceled.
Oh, Mom, you really can't do that. Our family truly relies on those dividends just to get by. The little income we have isn't even nearly enough to pay for all of YG's multiple bills. Please, hurry up and apologize to Grandma. Not enough income, huh? Then go out and get some business. I remember you have that old electric scooter, don't you? Yan Yan is right. When can you land a deal as big as Yuan's before coming back to work? What are you laughing at? You're the one who ruined everything for them, and you still have the nerve to laugh.
Old lady, why are you in such a hurry? Yue, the contract has not been finalized. Why are you in such a rush to assign blame?
What nonsense are you talking about? I've already brought back the contract, and it was the vice president of Baishan Group himself who handed it over, acting all humble and even pouring me tea. What could possibly go wrong?
Let me teach you something. Just having the draft of the contract doesn't mean it's a done deal. It only becomes effective once it's signed and stamped. You're just a cripple. What the hell do you know? The former vice president personally delivered the contract, though. Could it possibly not get signed and stamped? If I say it won't happen, then it won't. You and your daughter aren't willing.
Such big talk! You just keep bluffing!
Do you really think this contract would have happened if it weren't for me? If it were up to Chu, he'd only ever look at someone as insignificant as you.
You make it sound so real. Stop pretending. My dad already guessed you'd be able to get President Chu involved. You used the old man's connections, didn't you? Lin Zhuo, is that right?
Sister Su Huai, do you really believe this loser's nonsense? Don't forget, he's only 25. Military recruitment is a 4-year term, and President Chu retired 4 years ago. At most, he just found out about the relationship between President Chu and the old man back then. So, that's what you all think. Chu Yusu, either this contract doesn't get signed, or if it does, it must be signed by Si Huaijin. Do you really think that just because you use the old man's favor, you can boss President Chu around? Give it up, you loser! Aren't you just a living son-in-law? How could you ever compare to the old man's own son or granddaughter?
We were almost fooled by you. An outsider like you dares to use the Su family's name to deceive people.
Whether I'm parading around under false pretenses after being kicked out of the Su family will become clear when the contract is signed tomorrow. Madam, I beg you to calm your anger, and let me advise, you don't regret this in the future.
Regret it? Fine. Tomorrow at the signing, just to be clear, I'll throw a lavish and grand banquet and invite all the prominent families of Yunzhou to witness it. I want to see exactly how you'll make me regret it.
I know you wanted to stand up for me, but why did you have to say something like that? Originally, it would have been enough for a few family members to apologize and be done with it. Did you really have to blow things up to this point?
It was clearly the old man, wasn't it? Trust me, the bigger this gets, the more it benefits you. It will prove to everyone that the credit for this belongs to you, and it won't be so easy for them to take your position or target you. But how can you prove it? Now, even the Su family knows that what you relied on was produced by the old master.
If you keep going like this, you'll be kicked out. Do you understand? They made a mistake. How do you explain your relationship with the disciplinary office? I saved your life there, you still lying to me? I already told you. I left and retired in the past. He was my subordinate.
I'll go back. Where are you going so late? I'm just going out to clear my head. Is Huaijin real or fake? I'll share my thoughts tomorrow.
Hey, Zhuozhi. I'm late, so I'll punish myself with a drink. But ever since Prime Minister Xi suddenly got married, he's been as busy as a spinning top running non-stop between work and home. How do you have time to talk to me today? Don't tell me you finally come around. Want me to introduce you to someone? Beijing has good men. What are you talking about? I'm not wrong, right? All the good men in Beijing are top-notch. To the point, why did you ask me out today? Don't you need to take care of your partner at home? I told you. I'm honestly really just feeling quite down right now.
Stand quiet.
What? You're so worked up after all the effort you put into taking care of him. This is how he repays you? Everyone at the other tables is watching, you know? No matter how you look at Ithamus, isn't your situation now even worse than when he wasn't lucid before? Well, maybe this is my fate. No. You have to sort this out. No, you have toned, let me tell you. You must not underestimate yourself. Even if you get divorced, you're still the top catch in Yunshe. There are plenty of great guys waiting for you, so why tie yourself to just one? Or are you gonna tell Grandma, Thank you for your concern, Zhuangzhuang. But just like you, he used to work in Beijing. Maybe he just can't accept the fact that he's already disabled and wants to prove himself. Even if he wants to prove himself, he should rely on his own two hands. Not just empty talk. If you can sign the contract tomorrow, won't you be the one at fault? Su Yuan and his family will definitely try to convince Grandma to strip our family of our inheritance rights. Forget it. At worst, I'll just have to take on a couple more jobs. Hey, Juju. Look, you're not that young anymore. What kind of person do you like? Maybe I can introduce someone to you from my circle.
Me! After today, the Northern Main Kingdom has truly fallen.
No one in this world, actually, except the prince, can stay for 5 months. The Northern Hunt Heavenly King must be an outstanding menace. Even a girl like our Georges could be won over, then of course he's exceptional. You haven't met him. But if you ever saw the prince, you'd definitely fall for him. He is the nation's sharpest blade, the bravest among all the troops. Every word of praise seems insufficient when it comes to him. He's that incredible, don't you remember? 7 years ago, he alone led 7,000 elite dragon cavalry soldiers, who charged straight into the barren heart of the Northern Mang's dragon bane, gathering their enemies by ghosts. And 3 years ago, under I's pull, single-handedly slew 18 warriors from 6 nations in a scene of that. He's a living legend. Only someone like him is worthy of making me Ye Bo. Now that you've said all this, I'm really curious what he looks like. You actually had a chance to meet him. What? But unfortunately, after that battle 3 years ago, he disappeared without a trace. I miss you very much. But Julian said the prince has already died in battle. I don't believe it. Someday, when I regret it, I will definitely find you. This time you... You're not going back, are you? Great! Uncle Ye of Yanshan will be happy you're not at the front lines. Why is he here? Look, it's your boyfriend that begged you to please wait for me for just a bit. I'll introduce you in a moment. Hey, who? Why did you come?
It's so late, I was a little worried about you, so I...
It wasn't easy for him to come here. When he woke up, he found he had lost everything. The only person he could rely on was me, but he's afraid I'll abandon him, so he tries his best to prove he's useful. That's only human nature, though his methods. Sister Huai, I heard from a colleague the prince is moving. I'm heading to the capital and will be gone a few days. I'll get help with biking group, and you should take care of your divorce. I can't watch you suffer, okay, Huaijin? He left first. Let's go back and get things done too. Come on, let's go. Hey, Ochu, forget it. I owe you a favor. Let Su Huai sign the Su family's contract.
Why is this guy suddenly interested in this matter? Could it be? Did you really find out what's behind the mail addiction?
Lord Mingzhen has met that girl.
Yes, my lord, especially since he's watching the Ghost Lively contract. We can't rule out your identity being exposed. Now, Nikon's position is unclear, and Zhou may have already arrived.
Tell that bear, come and fuck. Did Qianfeng ever mention anything strange about signing the contract? No, he just said he was coming over today.
Xiaona 6,458 helped me withdraw more than 5 million Yunjian account.
Oh. VP Chen.
Uncle, what are you doing here?
Where did you acquire this car? Do I really need to discuss everything I buy with you?
You cripple. Not much ability, but you sure talk big. Shofa still isn't willing to divorce you even now. Could it possibly be because you're so good at talking? Watch your mouth and show some respect. Respect is for people, not for a freeloader like you who just sponges off others.
Don't ask others what you are doing, Mingzhu.
Group leader, you actually dare hit me? You dare hit a woman? I'm hitting you because you deserve it.
Does it really have to come down to life and death? So why? You already have a husband, yet you treat my daughter like this!
You call yourself a witch, Fang. If you don't clean up your own mess, someone else will. Getting slapped by me is the greatest honor of her life. She should be grateful and thank her. Doctor, hello.
Since you put it that way, hitting you isn't bullying. I'll take him to apologize. Don't be mad. If you want to hit someone, hit me or him. I'm gonna hit you.
If not, bring that position of wealth here.
Oh, don't!
Mingzhou, you can ask about anything you want.
You better be careful. Pisces, what are you trying to do? This is where the Chu family and the Su family still have unresolved issues. You hit me. Even if you only hit a small part of my face, I won't let it go. I'm just returning the favor. If you have the guts, let you two come fight. Come on. This punch is for you indulging your arrogance. This is the punch from the Wu gang. All your twisted logic and crooked words.
Mom, stop hitting. Stop hitting. Please stop.
If this unfortunate situation happens again, I will certainly cut you down.
Dad, are you really all right?
Can't get the contract, just $10. Last night I beat them up. The elders were waiting for the contract last night. There's no way they'd get it.
Suhaijin, you really have a vicious heart.
Just you wait. Once I finish signing the contract, I'll tell everyone who this old lady is and kick your family out.
Uncle, let me take you to get your wounds treated first.
Yu Long. Yeah, I'm at Yungzhou Grand Hotel. Alright. Don't worry. They won't be able to sign that contract.
Ding Zhuo. I'll push you in first.
Okay.
I've invited everyone here today to announce some good news. Daxia Industries will become #1. Sai, the Chen group, and our Su group will be engaging in deep cooperation on the legal project.
Keep it. It's that mass grave, isn't it? Are Baishan Group and Su family crazy? Even the state can't give that land away free, and they're developing it.
Sai, you're behind on news. The land has been designated by higher-ups as a new special zone, and prices are skyrocketing. Doesn't that mean the Su family has hit the jackpot? They're takeoff riding a golden opportunity?
In a little while, the former vice president of Baishan Group will be coming over to sign a contract with our Su group. So today's banquet is to welcome this distinguished guest, isn't it? This collaboration was secured thanks to the hard work and dedication of my eldest son, Bujin, and my granddaughter, Yuan Yuan. So today's banquet is also a celebration. Very cheap.
To think they managed to land a deal with Baishan Group looks like Suju. That woman really has some skills.
Isn't that right? The Guiku Wave project is a juicy piece of meat that everyone is eyeing right now. With this project, the Su family might just be able to return to the ranks of the top families.
Seeing that the Su family has such promising successors, my dear, I feel truly gratified. In the future, when this vast Su family is handed over to Juicy Shui, my dear, even if I were to go meet my late husband right now, I could rest in peace.
Madam, are you about to appoint the next head of the Shu family?
Well, what are you saying? Our Su family relies on you to steer and protect us.
That's right, Grandma. You must live a long and healthy life. Otherwise, if someone bullies your granddaughter, there won't be anyone to stand up for me. You're the daughter of the future head of the Su family who would dare bully you. If anyone did, it would be her. YJ, what's going on? Grandma, maybe it's because I brought back the contract from Baishan Group and attracted some jealousy. I saw Wai Jing drive over in a Ferrari, and I was worried she might go down the wrong path, so I just showed some concern and asked her a couple more questions. Then Yang Chen slapped me really hard. I'm still hurting. Did you fake it? See, Huan Jing? With your family situation, can you really afford to drive such a luxury car?
I bought it.
You truly have that kind of ability, Suwaiji? I really want to know the truth. I rented it myself. Today is Yuan, and your uncle's celebration banquet. Why did you rent such a luxury car? Are you trying to steal the spotlight? Grandma, don't forget what happened last night. I'm afraid Huaijin is trying to use this car to prove that she was Grandpa's favorite granddaughter. She wants to swoop in and sign the contract first and kick us father and daughter out of the house. He wouldn't dare. So, Huaijin, I never expected that in just a few short years you would have fallen so far. You let others do all the hard work for the Su family while you sat back and enjoyed the rewards. And not only that, you even scared and harmed people to this day.
Old madam, when you speak, pay attention to evidence. We bought our car with our money. How is stealing the spotlight? And how is harming our family?
A car you bought yourself. It's not impossible. Who knows? Maybe it's a wrecked car or a dirty car bought from some junkyard. So why? You even dare to ride in a car like that? Stop talking back and being so stubborn. You saw the plasticizer, didn't you? This useless person just won't learn his lesson until it's too late. Are you really going to follow him down this dark path?
The darkness you see in front of you may not be real darkness. If you're short-sighted, you should talk less and do more so you don't embarrass yourself.
You sure have a lot of nerve. Are you trying to teach your grandmother how to do things? Enough, men. Throw this troublemaker out for me.
Yunzhou Luxury Car Trade Association President Yu Yonggao.
President Su isn't the leader of the luxury car trade in Yunzhou. We really don't have time for this. You all can. But why is he here at this time under these circumstances? He just showed up.
Big shots like him are always well informed, of course. I heard that our Su family is going to cooperate with Baishin Group to develop the Guikubo project. So he came here specifically to build a good relationship. After all, once our Su family's veterinary business in the new special zone takes off, if he wants to work with us, the opportunity will be much harder to come by. Connections, I'll go win them over. It's an honor for President Yu to attend our Su family celebration banquet. It's for the sake of our Su family.
Likewise, for President Yu.
Does your presence here mean Yunzhou City's prestigious families have accepted our Su family?
It's true that the Su family being able to rely on the big tree that is Baikon Group is worth celebrating. But you still need to be strong yourself to forge iron. Blindly clinging to others is not the right path. Besides, I also brought the keys today, Mr. Ni. Here are your customs clearance documents. And the vehicle registration.
What? Are you saying you really bought this car?
Open your eyes and take a good look at where I supposedly picked up this accident-damaged car from a junkyard.
Original imported vehicle model. Ferrari. Vehicle owner. Ninja. Impossible! This must be fake.
I, Yu Long, conduct business openly and honestly. Just you? You dare to speak so recklessly and ruin my reputation? Director Yuan is just inexperienced, don't mind her. I have always deeply admired General Su Jiangshen, but I never expected that people like you would be so narrow-minded. With such a narrow vision, you still want to become the #1 family in Yuzhou?
President Yu, as for Yuan, she just spoke out of turn for a moment. It doesn't have to become such a big deal.
Spoke out of turn for a moment? I happen to have a son. I'll go home and have him speak out of turn and tell everyone. All the Su family building materials come from the junkyard's trash. I really want to see if you'll even be able to finalize your contract with Baishin Group then.
Oh, Wu Jing, I'm terribly sorry. President Yu, I'm truly sorry. I didn't know that it was you.
You didn't know, yet you dared to spout nonsense. The ones you should apologize to aren't me. It's Mr. Ning Zhuo and Miss Su Huijin.
What? You want me to apologize to those two? Impossible. Grandma, Su Yan.
Apologize. Now.
I'm sorry. We were just worried that Huijin might go down the wrong path. That's why I spoke out of turn.
You should worry about not going down the wrong path yourself first. Mr. Lin, since everything has been settled, I'll take my leave now. Thank you for making the trip. Serving clients like you, your satisfaction is what matters most.
Ling Zhu. Where did you get so much money from? He just woke up. How could he possibly have that much money at this very moment? That money didn't come from Su Huijin, did it? Although Huijin's official income definitely isn't enough. Don't forget, Huijin used to be a director at the Su Group, and he handled a lot of funds. Oh, Su Huijin. Su Huijin, was it you who gave him the money?
Was the money really given by Huijin or not? Madam, you know the answer in your heart. All of the Su Group's financial matters have always been tightly controlled by you. In the past 3 years, which transaction that Huijin handled didn't go through your hands? Wasn't every single payment released only after you personally checked and approved it? If anyone knows whether he had any opportunity to embezzle company funds, it's you, isn't it?
Who knows if he might have found some way to deceive Grandma. Grandma, 3 years ago, because I insisted on marrying you, the Su family faced a lot of criticism. I know this well, and I understand that the family has opinions about me, but I dare not complain. I've been walking on thin ice in this director position, all for your sake. All these years, I wouldn't say I've made great contributions, but at the very least, I've fulfilled my duties. If I really wanted money, I could have just added someone to the payroll at random. Why would I stoop to something as petty as embezzling public funds? I, Su Huijin, would never do such a thing. Some people say one thing and do another. Who knows if it's just because they saw I have a car and got jealous?
Back in the day, I achieved quite a bit in the military. Later, I handed things over to a friend to manage. So those assets belong to the state. Are you satisfied with this answer?
Since you know that what you did has tarnished the Su family's reputation, you should work even harder to make up for the losses you've caused us. Yuan, your uncle has put in so much effort for the Su family from acquiring Baishan Group. It's only natural that their family can buy cars with their dividends. But what about you? Just to compete with Yuan, you spent millions on this kind of meaningless show-off. Do you admit your mistake?
The contract hasn't even been signed yet, old madam. There's no need to rush to use this achievement to clear their names for that father and daughter.
Oh, how bouldering to speak so recklessly, even in front of the old madam, Mom. You just hit me at the door yesterday, and now the team members aren't coming in. I think the Su family shouldn't wait for them any longer.
Really? This Su Juxi is almost confirmed, yet the head of the Su family was actually beaten by this cripple in front of everyone.
Yeah, I saw it with my own eyes at the door. The beating was really harsh.
Come on, let's go in and let
me take a look, Mom. Zhen Dingzhou is just jealous. He and Yuan managed to negotiate the Guipupo project development with the vice president, so he could even hit me. I think he's a useless person. I don't want to stoop to as well. But now he's being disrespectful to you, son. I really couldn't swallow my anger. That's why I...
Grandma, think about Ida who get beaten up every time we close a deal. Then what happens when we land another project? Is he going to kill someone next?
It's terrifying. He even dares to hit a family's loyal contributor. If this continues, who would dare work for the Su family?
What else is there to say, Grandma? That's not how it happened enough. No problem.
If you want to accuse someone, you always find a reason. Mom, kick him out of the family register.
Mom, when he was out of his mind, we still took care of him. If you want to give him an extra meal, that's nothing our Su family is big and well. We can afford it. But if you let him stay in the family for even one more day, our family will fall apart sooner or later if this continues.
That's right, Grandma. I agree too. She's just a weak woman. How could she possibly stand up to a few punches from him?
I agree. I agree.
I agree too.
I agree too. Mom, he says. The will of the people.
That's right, Grandma. Hurry up and make a decision. Grandma, if you curse her with a disability and mobility issues and then drive her out of the Sue family, how is she supposed to survive? She doesn't have any assets. Even if she leaves him, she'll have nothing and nowhere to go. You will say he's clueless about the world because he's in the military? Fine. But Grandma, how could you say something like that? Do you know how much money he has? Just look at that car. Isn't it likely he spent his entire fortune on it? Then just let him die out there. After all, he's a Ling, not one of us. Whether he lives or dies, what does it have to do with our Sue family? Fine. If Su Jiang insists on letting your branch fend for itself out there, then I'll just... Do you even know what you're saying, Walter? Don't tell me you've actually fallen for that cripple? When you marry a chicken, you follow the chicken. Marry a dog, you follow the dog. After 3 years together, day and night, even if it were just a dog, you'd have feelings for it, let alone a living, breathing person. Shu Huaiji. I'll ask you one last time. Do you really want to leave the Sue family for that cripple? The Sue family has power and influence, and Ding Xingguang is the same. But Yinzhu, only, even without me, the Sue family would still be stable. But Ningzhu, his legs are crippled if he leaves. How would he survive? Fine. You really are my good granddaughter. Take her and get out of here. Never come back to the Sue family again. Grandma, please be careful. If you get too upset and harm your health, I'll feel terrible.
Sister Su Hua, aren't you going to take your money? I'll go with you. Do you really want to make both of them so angry that you're happy about it? I just can't laugh at you.
Grandma, it's not that Wai Jin wants to upset you. I just can't forget what Grandpa said before he passed away. In life, there are some responsibilities we simply can't avoid, even though I'm a woman. I know there are certain duties I must bear myself. Grandma, take care of yourself.
Huaijin, don't worry. They'll definitely come begging you to come back.
Begging you? Linju, do you still not understand the situation? If the day ever comes when I really have to beg you to come back, I'll get down on my knees, kowtow, and call you Dad.
Still sulking and dragging Mom into it, it's really not worth it. We'll celebrate properly after signing the contract.
Sorry.
You are right. Others are bullying us. So should we let them get even more aggressive?
What I just said is true. They will definitely ask you to go back. Go on, leave.
Grandma, don't worry. Even without Su Huaijin, the Su family still has me. The cooperation with Baishan Group is just the beginning. My dad and I will definitely bring the Su family back to the top of the Yunzhou elite. You two really are the most thoughtful father and daughter.
Mom,
You know how to care for your old wife.
Vice President Tian of Baishan Group has arrived.
President Chen, you finally made it. On behalf of the Su family, I warmly welcome President Qian's arrival.
Madam Sunday, you are too kind. I'm following orders, President Chu, and here to form a good relationship with the Su family. But are you sure that everyone from the Su family is already here?
Yes, that's right.
What's the matter?
Then why haven't I seen Miss Su?
Su Xiao, Miss Yuan, hurry up, greet President Chen.
President Chen.
So it's you. You're the one pretending to be Miss Su Zhu Yuan, right? Last time, the receptionist made a mistake, which allowed you to trick us and take the
Su family. And you'll definitely benefit from it. But if you don't go back, then all your family can do is gloat a little when you hear that everything's been taken back from us. What else can you get out of it? Just this. What else can you get out of it? Isn't that right? That's true. Huaijing, this contract concerns the future of the Su family. You wouldn't have the heart to watch Grandpa's hard work and a lifetime's foundation be destroyed just like that, would you? He's always loved you the most. People waste us.
Forget it. My uncle won't force you to kneel and call him dad anymore, so as not to mess up the family hierarchy. As long as you sincerely apologize to our Huaijing, we'll go back with
Sister Hua, we're sisters. I shouldn't have treated you that way. I'm betting you, save Su Jiabao. His flexibility means he has some tricks up his sleeve.
You don't have enough cards to play.
You get up quickly. This is a skill. Sister Tang, from now on, if you want to target someone, just target me. Such a pretentious act. Hurry back to Jining Zhuo. Remember this. My dad is the real general manager of Su Group. Just wait and see how I deal with them in Hedong. Hey, you slow down, Huaijing. In a family, who doesn't argue from time to time? How can you just leave like that? Exactly. Do you not see us as family anymore? Everything Grandma said before was just out of anger. Grandma would never really kick you out of the Su family.
Mr. Ding, Miss Su, Wan Changcheng, Deputy General Manager of Viking Group. Last time, due to our mistake, the contract went to the wrong person, so today I've come to sign the contract. Viking Group wants to provide 3 months of financing to Su Group. When drafting the contract, we missed details. Su Group only has 300 million, so how could you invest all of it? Therefore, we are willing to inject 300 million, so it won't affect Su Group's normal operations.
Isn't this giving money away? Will the Su family profit? Could?
President Tian, are you sure you want to do this? This directive was personally approved by our director Chu, Miss Su. You can go ahead and sign.
Wait a moment.
What's wrong? Mr. Yin, do you still have any objections to this contract? This contract.
There really isn't any problem, but you see, my Huaijing is just an ordinary salesperson. Her position is low, and her words carry little weight. It doesn't seem like she has the authority to sign such a big contract.
Lin Zhuo, don't be ridiculous.
That's true. For such a large contract, if the Su family only has a salesperson, then she really wouldn't be able to sign. I heard the previous contract at the estuary was cancelled by Su Jin. Your thoughts?
That's easy to handle. I announced that Su Ju is dismissed from the position of general manager of the Su Group due to poor performance, effective immediately. And I appoint Su Huaiji as the new general manager of the Su Group. I appoint Su Huaiji, new general manager of the Su Group. There you go, President Xian. Now she can sign.
Go ahead, please.
Since the contract is finalized, I arranged a banquet at Tianyin Pavilion and invited Feng to discuss more details. Tianyin Pavilion isn't that the 6-star hotel in Yunzhou?
Baishan Group is generous.
Then we'll trouble you, President Qian. All right. The Baishan Group is really, truly good. To our Su family, rather. To Huaijin in particular. But why is that, I wonder? Could there be something behind Yunzhuo? Could it be?
Oh, why does everyone look like that? Today, Baishan Group signed a contract with your Su family. Shouldn't you all be happy? Shu Shao, why are you here? Grandmadam, has the Shanghai police signed the contract?
It's been signed. Could it be that Shu Shaobong pulled some strings?
is Shu Shaopeng.
No, my uncle-in-law. Hu Shanhe was just transferred to the prefecture and is now serving as the governor of Ningbu. There are always some old ties from before. At the dinner table, I casually mentioned the Su family situation, and President Chen said that this contract is meant for Huaiji.
So, Shu's uncle-in-law is already the high-ranking official. Could this Shu Song's doing?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying, when has Liu Zhe ever really had that kind of ability? From now on, the Shu family will be the most respected family in all of Muzhou.
As expected. Only Shu Chou is a contract.
Trick? How do you explain that? The person we want to work with is Su Huai, your relative. Not just any random person can impersonate her.
This President Xian. Huaijin isn't here right now, and the business she's currently in charge of has nothing to do with our cooperation this time.
Just like President Qian said, if you want to sign the contract, you can just come to us. Huaijin is just a junior. What authority does he have? If you can't trust me, even after I've left home in the Navy and I'm still here, is there anyone in the Su family with a higher status than me? No.
I'm sorry, Madam Su, but for today's contract, it doesn't matter which member of the Su family is present at the gambling association. However, Miss Su Huai must be there.
President Qian, why do you say that?
For a project like this, it's either we don't sign, or if we do, it has to be with Sunday Huailing's family.
President Qian, what do you mean?
I said that this project must be signed by Miss Su Huaijin. If Miss Su Huaijin isn't here, then I'm sorry.
President Qian, please don't joke around. Didn't we already agree on this?
I only talked to you in the first place because I thought you were Miss Su Huaijin. Otherwise, who do you think you are? Madam Su, if we can continue negotiating this project, then let's do so. If not, then sorry for bothering you.
President Qian, please wait. For this project, we are equal partners. Signing the contract is a win-win for both sides. President Qian, your attitude right now is a bit too forceful.
Madam Su, do you really think your Su family is the only one qualified here? Do you think our Bison group can't afford a mere 300 million? Or is it that, besides your Su family, no other company is willing to put up this 300 million? Anyone with eyes can see that our Bison group is basically giving you money. Otherwise, why would you even bother making an offer?
President Qian, let's discuss this matter within our Su family before we give you an answer. How about we put the contract signing on hold for now and wait for both parties to be present?
There are still plenty of companies out there eager to put up this 300 million. I don't think they'd want to miss out on this opportunity. That's all I have to say. Madam Su, think it over carefully.
President Qian, please wait a moment. I'll have Haijin come over right away. Why aren't you hurrying on and showing President Qian to his seat?
President Qian, your money. Madam Su, please hurry up. Our Bison group is very busy and doesn't have that much time to spare.
Yes.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is temporarily unavailable. Su Yuan, go and bring Sister Huai back, Grandma.
No, I won't go.
What nonsense are you talking about? Didn't I just say it? If you really manage to bring me back, I'll kneel down and kowtow, calling that crippled man dead. No one forced you to say that. If you don't bring Huaijin back today, everything that belongs to your branch of the family will be taken away. Sigh!
I really don't want to go.
Remember to ask for the money. Hey there, Lin Chong. Why did you suddenly hang up on your grandma?
Look at how she treats you, calling you back, only when she needs you.
Are you saying this call was just to get me to go back?
I told him she would definitely beg you to come by. Don't worry at all. Absolutely no one but you can legally sign and support the contract.
Go ahead, say it. You little troublemaker. Today, I'm going to kick you out of our house. Oh, come on. If you weren't pregnant, how could you have been removed from your position? I did this willingly. It's not his fault.
Homie! What are you doing?
Let go of me! Think about it yourself. Ever since he joined our family, what benefits has he brought us? Now, the position is gone. The dividends! The dividends are gone too! He's still living off the family allowance. What more do you want? You just stop meddling in our family affairs. It's not like we'll die without you. Shinger, let's go. Everyone, Su Shenqing. Shu Huanji. I'm telling you all, from today on, he's in this family, I'm not. If I'm here, he can't. From today on, if he's in this family, then I am not. If I am here, consumers cannot be.
Are you done talking? I've already said, old Madam Su will personally invite Bai Jing to the stage.
See? Did you see that? Still pretending? Mom, old Madam Su has already spoken. Her word is as good as gold. When has she ever gone back on her word?
You have to make such a fuss over every little thing. What are you all arguing about? He just has a hot temper. And Su Huijing is stubborn too. Why do you insist on taking everything so seriously with him?
I understand, Uncle Su. I absolutely won't let Huijing suffer even the slightest grievance.
It was also our old man who pleaded for a long time before your elders finally agreed. Strictly speaking, it's our Huijing who's burying up. But now that you're hurt, why do you still hide your sharpness when things happen?
Second uncle, second aunt, sister Huai. Are you home? Second brother, is Huijin here? Come on up. You and your father at Hotel 700,000, and that still wasn't enough, Sister Huai? Now you even have to come to our house? It's all a misunderstanding, just a misunderstanding. Huijin is my good little sister. How could I possibly bully her?
What are you doing?
Well, it's like this after all. Huijin is part of the suit now. The old lady was just angry for a moment and didn't really want to change. She even unlocked the door and asked me to take her back. Really? Oh, Huijin, go back quickly and don't let the old lady wait anxiously. Ling Zhuo went back down.
Etc. There's something wrong with you.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. Please don't talk nonsense.
Qian Cheng is here. You didn't sign the contract, so you had to swallow your pride and ask Huijing Fei to come back. If you're asking for help, you should have the right attitude. You think you can just make up any excuse and coax Huijing back? Do you think we're that easy to push around? Didn't the old madam tell you what would happen if you failed to sign the contract?
Mingju, don't push your luck. Do you really want to see me kneel down, kowtow, and call you dad?
Or is it that your heart isn't sincere? Oh, I'm sorry that Huijing and I have embarrassed your Su family by our very existence. We can't reach your level, so we won't offend the noble eyes of your Su family any further.
Fine, we won't go back. But if you don't go back, Grandma will take back everything our family has now. She'll reclaim it all. That's a good thing. But what does your family taking things back have to do with our Huijing? All these years you've been whispering in the old lady's ear and taking credit for a lot of our Huijing's achievements. And you still have the nerve to do this? Second sister, think about it. If you can get this contract signed, you'll have done a huge favor for this
worthy match for Huijing. But the old lady isn't just concerned about Huijing. I've always greatly admired Master Su's craftsmanship when he was alive. Sometimes I really resent that I'm not a son-in-law of the Su family. If I were, I could openly and honorably help you all. Tell me, what difficulty would there be for me to help the Su family regain its status as a top family in Yunzhou?
Young Master Shu, rest assured Huaizhen and Ningzhuo are not truly husband and wife. If young Master Shu wants to win over Baijin, just focus on getting rid of Yunzhou. I'll leave that to me. Yes, leave the matter of getting rid of Ningzhuo to me. But you're asking whether I'm serious. Of course I am.
All right. On the 13th of this month, which is, in fact, Huaijin's wedding anniversary, a truly special and memorable occasion, I'll give her... All of you listen upon the 13th of this month. I'm going to book the city's most prestigious hotel, Qianyi, and propose to Huaijin. Madam, when the time comes, you all must cooperate fully with me. Of course, that goes without saying.
Oh, Governor, you've already been waiting here for 3 hours. That important figure from the Ministry of War still hasn't arrived. Perhaps you should take a break.
This is none other than the current young general of Tianxi, Zhou Yan, who is about to be replaced by Biba Hongran. What's wrong? Are you tired? I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Then let's keep waiting. Your subordinate Fucheng reporting. Your subordinate, Kui Shanghai, greet you. That's enough. No formalities. I prepared a banquet to welcome you and wash away your journey's dust. I hope you'll join us. I have urgent matters, so today is good. Let's discuss another day. Oh, Commander, what urgent matters do you have? If there's anything I can do, I will give my utmost. I am here on a secret order from the Grand General Alliance.
Just ask around, but don't make a fuss, okay? Commander, where are we going? To the Su family.
Since you have past achievements, I believe Grandma won't drive you out. Ningzhuang, don't act like this anymore. Why deny? Actually, I know you used to be very impressive, and I know those glories, though beautiful. But that's all in the past now, so please face reality. But since you're engaged to me, Su Huaijin, I will definitely take good care of you. Even if you are to be sent away, it will only be me, Sang Huaijin, who does it personally. All right, don't pay attention to what others say. Okay, I understand. As long as you understand, our lives are for ourselves, not for others to watch. Even if others look down on us, it doesn't matter. What's important is that we respect ourselves. Let's go.
I'm a bit thirsty. Could you help me buy a bottle of water?
Oh, sure. Then be good and wait here for me. Don't wander off, okay?
Since you're here, please come out.
Zuo Xiongguan, commander of the Heavenly King, returns after 3 years. My lord, you?
It's my fault for arriving late. A man should not kneel so easy to stand up. Please, my lord, give your orders and tell me what's happened through these years.
Back then, the whole world found out. You were enduring trials on the 18th battlefields of the 6 kingdoms. You were harmed by that scoundrel Zhou Yan. Afterwards, Dongyong was forced to use the power of the imperial fleet in the capital. Instead, he spread slander and rumors about you. On the surface, they claimed to be sending you to treatment, but in reality, they just kept you barely alive, not letting you die. Then, Fosu succeeded you as the Grand General of Tians.
What about the brothers? You know the brothers we mentioned?
Yeah. Zhou Yan was incompetent, ruthless, and couldn't let go of the loyal forces you personally built up. Not to mention his crushing defeat by Uncle Kun on the battlefield. Many people were deliberately betrayed by him, and some were even killed by Feng Lifeng.
Sure.
Back then, you were sitting down with a wolf in front of you and a tiger behind you, a bear on your left and a silver fox on your right. The insect is named after you and the female phoenix. The lone wolf took the fight and led Qin Wei to snatch the seriously injured you back from Zhou Yan and hand you over to me. Then Zhou Yan killed you for trespassing in a forbidden area. Tiger. He did it for the sake of more soldiers. He personally incited a rebellion in the state and took his own life in person. I took his head. That was my pledge of allegiance to Zhou Yan, even. I was given sole command of an independent legion. I got promoted at work. In this world, only your father and the young men. My lord.
Zongshan, listen, I am going to kill you.
Shaosong, you've worked hard all these years. It's nothing, my lord. Although those brothers from the past have all distanced themselves from me, thinking that I am a heartless and ungrateful person who abandoned loyalty for fame and fortune. I'm sorry for all the care and guidance you gave me back then. But only by doing this could I ensure your safety. My life does not belong to me, but to you, Lord Zhuwu, the Prime Minister, and the countless brothers who have died. If there ever comes a day when I can return, I will clear your name and reveal the truth.
Make it known.
My lord, now that you have regained consciousness, I wish to escort you back to the capital, to expose the true face of that scoundrel Zhou Yan, both for public and personal reasons. Take charge of this situation. No, it's not the right time. Why would I choose to end my life? Back then, my victories in battle were because I always led from the front. The brave of my command was always at the very front, charging ahead of my brothers. But what about now? Now I'm just a cripple. What can I do? Tell me, what am I supposed to go to the battlefield and fight the enemy? Wouldn't I just be sending myself to death? The great Xia dynasty's magic rules allow a decision-maker to hold such an important position as the general at times. Besides, I have a debt of gratitude to repay. Back then, I searched everywhere for famous doctors, but none could cure you. After thorough investigation, when it became almost impossible to keep things under wraps, I suddenly remembered your engagement to the Su family. I thought that General Su Jingzun had always been upright and principled all his life. Surely his family would have good values. I believed you would be well cared for here. So I sent you over, never expecting that the Su family members were no good. But Huaiji, for 3 years, he never abandoned me. He gave me a new lease on life. Without him, you and I would have suffered and never met again in this lifetime. But those people are the Su fam, and Huaiji is Huaiji. Even family members can turn on family and sit there, let alone someone who was just a fiancé I had never even met. If I don't repay this kindness, I will never be at peace for the rest of my life. Your Highness truly showed us great kindness. I am willing to repay her together with you. No matter what it takes, I will not hesitate. About your leg? Do you need me to arrange someone to check it? No, it's just the 7th grade blood stasis lab. You will recover. Let's go. I'll go first. If anything happens, I'll look after you. I'll secretly gather the Snow Dragon order. We're just waiting for your command. Otherwise, the matter with the Master cannot be resolved. Who's that? Oh, someone asking for directions. You look so energetic, Mom. Why, Jin, hurry up and get ready. Your aunt invited our whole family to dinner.
You have to dress up nicely. Don't let your cousin outshine you. What's wrong with Ningzhuang?
Lin Zuo will be here in a bit. Just eat your food and talk less than embarrassment. Understand? Your aunt usually doesn't have much contact with our family, so there must be something good happening today. She just wants to show off to me. If you hadn't just become the general manager of Su Group, I wouldn't even want to go. Why did you have to bring this cripple along? You said he's my husband. Why shouldn't he come?
Since my mom is like this, don't take it to heart. The only reason I stay in this family is for you. I don't care at all what others say, think, or how they look at me.
Elder sister, Hong Mei is here. Auntie, why? It's not that I want to criticize you, but honestly, why did you bring this cripple along as well? Isn't it already enough that she freeloads at your house? And now, she even wants to mooch off my son-in-law's food too?
Oh, so this is that cousin of yours? Let me be clear, I never acknowledged him as my cousin-in-law.
A crippled, good-for-nothing trying to force her way into the Su family just because of an expired marriage contract. And my cousin is also dragging along a freeloader. Honestly, I suspect there's something wrong with my cousin. These two losers are a perfect match.
Oh, beauty. Sometimes being pretty but not too bright isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you don't want those dog eyes of yours, I don't mind digging them out.
Listen, Hong Mei, did you hear what your son-in-law just said? Didn't I tell you to talk less? What's wrong with you? Mom, what are you doing? I have to teach this brat a lesson today. What?
Whole family is here. This must be Xiaochun's boyfriend, right? My son-in-law tends to speak without thinking. I'm really sorry about that, Su Shengxing. This matter isn't that simple. All right. Considering my status, there's no need to argue with someone who's disabled. Let's just let this go. For the sake of your aunt and second aunt. Everyone, please have a seat.
Ah, my son-in-law really is magnanimous. If not for my sister, would I even know her? Okay, let's do it, everyone. Our son-in-law is now a big figure in high society. Being able to have a meal with him is truly an honor. Some people don't forget to smile.
You've important. You'll never reach his level in your life. After this meal, go home and burn extra incense at the ancestral shrine. Alright, but it's not that exaggerated.
Me? I'm just a driver. But cousin, you really need to be careful. Since this person is disabled, alcohol can easily attract trouble. Yao Jin, you're so beautiful.
She should have found someone young to fall asleep, but she just got to drive. Hong Mei, you have no idea our son-in-law is really something. Oh, sister, you don't know about our child. He just closed the big deal, and now he's already the general manager of the Su Group.
What? The Su family? That General Sang Zhengxun's family? Yes, that's the Su family.
Hasn't that Su family always looked down on us? Well, there's nothing they can do about it now. It's because our Huaiju is so capable, they had no choice but to accept it. Otherwise, let them try to find someone else to secure the Guipupo project contract from Baishan Group.
Wasn't the land at Guipupo designated as a new city special zone? I heard the prices have skyrocketed. Plus, Baishan Group's real estate has always been the best in the city. How could the city actually win their cooperation?
Doesn't that mean Huaiju is going to make it big again? Of course.
Isn't that perfect?
Perfect for what? Our Zhao Fang just got transferred here along with their superior. The leaders only get transferred after a lot of lobbying, Don't listen to him saying he's just a driver. Those who drive for the leaders are all trusted confidants. The driver knows exactly who the leader meets and where they go. If you're not a trusted aide, would you be allowed to drive for the leader?
This leader is the new governor of Yunzhong Shanghai, Zhao Feng. Where have you been assigned? Thanks to the governor's great favor, he wants to give me a bit more responsibility. So now I've been assigned to the new curriculum bureau. to oversee things there. You've already given birth to my daughter.
Too bad my son-in-law already has a son. No matter how capable your daughter is, she still answers to you, right?
It seems that I really should try to get to know this cousin a bit better in the future. As people often say, the poor shouldn't compete with the rich.
It's even better that we're not family, so there's no need to be so accommodating. Hey, Zhao Fen, since you're in charge of Huaijing now, if she ever needs anything in the future, you can turn her down, alright?
Of course, that goes without saying. The reason I invited Second Aunt's family over today is because there's something important I'm about to marry Xiao Jian. So having you all here makes it a double celebration. Let me offer everyone a toast. Everyone is standing here, but you're the only one not moving at all. Is it that I'm not worthy of your respect? Oh, right, I'll let it go. That's just how he is, she can't stand up. Here, let me toast you. Sorry about that.
Hey, Zhao Fen, who do you think you are? What makes you worthy of toasting him? Go home right now. Yeah, his legs may be useless, but his hands still work. Go check yourself. Don't go out looking all filthy and embarrass the Chen fan. Oh, right. Zhao Fen, last time you didn't finish telling us who was it that Governor Cui went to pick up?
In Yunzhou, there was someone important enough for Governor Cui to personally welcome. Today, a high-ranking official from the Ministry of War secretly arrived in Yunzhou to take sole command of the army. He holds the rank of marshal. Everyone, keep this to yourselves. This is confidential. So, who is this commander? For someone who could make Lord Cui and other high-ranking figures act so cautiously, how many people could there be? The person who came is Zhuo Xiong, who once served under the Northern Heavenly King and is now marshal of the Wuli army.
It turns out Long Zizong is the one. He was appointed by two Tian's grand generals and always held the top rank excelling in military affairs, making him... If Zhao Fan can latch onto Governor Cui, wouldn't that be something? Zhao Fan, when you went with Governor Cui to pick someone up the other day, what did the marshal say? The marshal said I did a great job and that he'd treat me to a meal sometime soon. Oh wow, you really are my good son-in-law. Even the marshal thinks so highly of you. Now, with Governor Cui entrusting you with such an important position, if he ever gets promoted one day, wouldn't you be in charge of the whole prefecture? Hey, you're really amazing. Zhao Fen, we're all family here. So when the time comes, I hope you can look out for our Huaiji a bit more. Oh, of course. But what about that Ning something from your family? Isn't she already better now? Why doesn't she go out to work? You see, she's only regained consciousness, but her legs haven't healed yet, so she can't go out to work.
Well, even if someone can't be like Zhao Fan, holding a high position and wielding power, they should answer for themselves, right? How can you just let it feel at ease living off someone else's home?
That's right, Mom. How can you possibly compare Brother Ning to Ning? People are just so different from one another, that's all.
But no matter what, Huaiti is still my niece. For a girl to have to earn money to support the family, especially with her disability, it really isn't easy. Zhao Feng, see if there's any good job opportunities on your end. Maybe help find something easy for him to do. Thank you for your kindness. But my salary is enough to support the two of us, isn't it? Still, it's always good to have one more person earning money. Big sister, Zhao Feng, you have a high proficiency if you can help him find...
Let me think about it. Oh, even the most basic keyboard jobs here require at least a college degree. Ming Xing probably doesn't have any qualifications, right? Besides, you're in that little wheelchair. You couldn't even do cleaning work like this. God, recently that security guard, Old Dong, is about to retire. Ning said, if you don't mind, you could come work as a gatekeeper at our company. It's not a bad job, but behind his back, in private, we all call him Watchdog. Got it. That security guard old Dong is retiring. Ning, you could come work as a gatekeeper at our company. It's not a bad job, but behind his back, we all call him a watchdog.
Zhou Fen, you're going too far. Ning Zhuo have never wronged you, so why are you doing this? Oh, come on, big sis.
Don't be mad. I'm just honestly doing my best to help brother Ning find a job. I don't need it.
My income is enough for the two of us to live off. Thank you, Hao Yu.
Don't worry about choosing lungs.
Sister Huai, no matter what, Zhou Feng is the direct supervisor of the area where your project.
Don't get upset. Come on, you guys go. I suggest you think it over carefully. You've been living off someone else for so many years. Already does it really matter if people call you a watchdog behind your back? I'll say it again. Think it over carefully. The job at Fenki is comfortable and safe at a great position.
Who are you? Did you come to the wrong private room? Yuan, what Yuan? Director Fan, Zhao Fan, what's going on with you? Honey, why are you shaking? Marshall.
Marshall.
Why are you pulling at me? Hurry up and get up. This is the marshal.
Why should my husband stand? He can't stand. If that's disrespect, fine.
No need. Do you go?
Why are you in such a hurry to back? Lord Kun, I just wanted a simple meal with my family. The second son's family is either reeking of money from being merchants or disabled how could have been worthy of being.
We were just talking about you, Zhao Feng. He isn't here today. Thank you both for looking after him.
Looking after him? With how capable he is? Does he really need me to look after him?
Lord Yuan,
What exactly do you mean by that?
I'm not quite sure I understand.
Xiao Feng, how did you offend the marshal? Hurry up and come over here to apologize.
Lord Kui, I only met Lord Yuan last time when I went to pick you up at the airport. How could I possibly have offended him?
Well, could it be that the marshal has misunderstood our Zhao Feng? He's only met you once when he went to pick you up last time. You seemed to think highly of him then, and even said you'd have a meal with him.
Mom, just don't say anymore.
Oh. So, there's even this? I invited you to dinner, and you think that's such a big deal.
Master Yuan, I was just having a meal with my family and got a bit carried away with my words. I was just looking at him, just looking.
So after all that, it was just pure bragging.
Be serious. Even if you're bragging, now that Huaijin has a new home, you still have to follow their rules. Don't make things harder for the child.
After all, I'm not so unreasonable when it comes to family meals that you still have to ask me for help with such a small matter. But you can eat at the same table with Mr. Ning. You are the luck of your life. But not only are you not grateful, it would be fine if you were just in awe of me. But how dare you do that? Disrespectful to Mr. Ning.
Ning Xian!
Say! Mr. Ning?
You are?
Swine, it's Mr. Ning you're talking about. Who is he? I don't even know him. I've already had a meal with him in Zhongshan, away from home. As for offending him, where did that even come from?
Do you need me to help you remember? Didn't you just try to persuade Mr. Ning to come to your place and watch the gate?
Watch the gate? Marshal, you can't possibly mean him, right? He's just a cripple who lives off women shut your mouth.
Mr. Ning went to war for the country. Is that something a bootlicker like you, who only knows how to curry favor with superiors, could ever understand, Uncle Ying? I'm sorry. If we had known it would come to this, why did we act that way in the first place? We were all one family. Why let things get so out of hand?
Yes, that's right. We are, after all, one family. One family, Ningzhuo, right? Please, don't hold it against him. Just let it go this time and look after him, will you?
It's a pity that you consider yourselves noble and superior, and you look down on us poor relatives, using your status to pressure others. Unfortunately, I'm the kind of person who holds grudges and is narrow-minded. Given all this, I think we should just stop pretending to be family. You heard all of that? Yes, I heard it. I did. To stand for justice, one must be able to humble themselves and serve the people selflessly. Look at Zhao Fengde, hasn't even been promoted yet, and he's already trying to lord it over his own relatives if he really ends up in charge of the affairs in Judin one day. That would be a disaster. I don't need to be the one to teach you such basic principles, do I?
Yes. Does Zhao Feng think Meng Wei's job is so great? Starting tomorrow, if there's any trouble, just be the watchdog. Lord Kui, I truly know I was wrong, Lord Kui. So it turns out our Lord Kui.
Mr. Ni, are you satisfied with how this was handled? Thank you for your trouble, Governor Kui. The two of you must have important matters to discuss. So I won't let this trivial issue delay your business. It's fine. Then we won't bother the staff any further.
Hello, sir. How may I assist you?
Put this table on my tab, please.
All right.
Charge it to me on behalf of Mr. Ning. It's my treat for all of you. Sister Bai, let's go home.
All right, let's go home. Big sister, you see? Well, we won't disturb you any longer. We're heading home now.
Dad, sometimes when you help, it's your nephew-in-law. What are you saying to him? I know I was wrong, I really do.
Don't mock. Your Chongchen hasn't even been confirmed yet. So fancy. Did you see his face today? It was even darker than pig liver.
Then Zhao Feng was way too arrogant ending up like this. He can't really complain. You know Yuan Shikai?
Yeah. So, what's your relationship with Marshal Yuan? Why would he help you?
He once showed me the way. Just showed you the way? I don't think your relationship with the Marshal is that close. Aren't you worried about humiliating Zhao Feng like that?
Dad, all right, that's enough. Being able to even talk to the Marshal is already impressive. Why nitpick so much? Lord Ning, you performed well today. You must be tired after running so far in a wheelchair. Huaijin, you guys should go back and have a rest. Don't bother with this wooden guy. Good. Oh, today is such a great day. Then you should have a good rest first. By the way, please come back tomorrow, or you can come with me to pick them up. Sister Huai, what is this for? Hey, I'm taking you to meet Zhuo Chuo. Of course I have to help you make a good impression on him. Come on. Dad, I'm going to the airport with Ning Zhuo to pick up Zhuo Zhuo.
Be careful on the road. Dai Ning Zhuo.
Oh,
Well, the sun must have risen from the west today.
you old man. What kind of nonsense are you talking about?
Hey, aren't you holding Ning Zhuo's clothes? You used to deliberately keep them, wanting to use housework to force Huaijin to let go and not care about Ming Zhuo coming?
What nonsense are you spouting? How could I be that kind of person? What's wrong with a mother-in-law washing some clothes for her son-in-law?
Is it because last night, at the dinner table, Ningbo really did stand up for you?
You just mind your own business. If you tell anyone about this, my daughter-in-law will be gone.
Just say it's not true.
Oh, this old man. He doesn't even take the napkins out. If those get mixed in with the laundry in the washing machine, how could anyone still wear those clothes?
What's this?
What exactly is this Million King 3S something? Elephant. Ministry of War. Wow. Issued by the World Bank.
Hey, what's going on? You were just doing laundry and now you're rushing out the door?
We're out of laundry detergent, so I'm going to buy some.
After all these years, you're still so energetic and in a hurry.
Hello there. How may I assist you today?
Could you please help me take a look at what kind of card this is?
May I have your surname?
My surname is Chen.
Ah, Miss Chen, please. This way. Oh, this is our bank's VIP lounge. Have a seat.
Ah, okay.
Hey, Xiao Zhang, bring over this year's new Yutian Longjun tea for Auntie. Ma'am, please wait a moment.
No need, young man. My card.
Auntie, this card is the highest level 9-star black gold card issued by the World Bank. There are only 5 of them in the world. And this card is issued by imitation only. Applications are not accepted.
Ah, that's incredible. Then how much money must be in this card?
You'll know once you swipe it.
Ah.
Ling Zhuang, I'm a bit thirsty. Could you go to the vending machine at the airport entrance and buy me a bottle of water? Ah, take a bit more money with you, just in case.
The airport entrance?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go, okay.
Oh, my feet hurt so much walking in these high heels, and I really want to drink that lychee water. Only the vending machine at the airport has it if you double the price. Please, I'm begging you.
All right, I'll go buy it. Wait here for me, okay?
Hurry up, Zhuo. Why did you come here to pick me up instead of waiting at home? Isn't it troublesome for you? Doesn't this show how sincere I am? The contract has been finalized. You helped me, didn't you, Zhuzu? I knew it. You're my best friend. If I don't help you, who will? Thank you, Zhuozhu. Oh, by the way, did you find out anything about your prince when you went to Shangjing this time? Many related case files have already been destroyed, but I was able to find out that there was something suspicious about the execution of Gong Lao for trespassing against a powerful enemy back then. Maybe the prince was sent away by him. But it's okay. Maybe he's waiting for you somewhere else. It's just a pity that Lone Wolf and Fragrant Tiger were both good men. They didn't die on the battlefield, but ended up dying by their own hands. Young Tiger, always slippery and hard to pin down, managed to retire early with his achievements, and went back to his original place. He's a traitor. I will definitely kill him. Yuan,
what happened to him?
It's nothing. Sorry for scaring you. It's fine. Enough about my stuff. Have you broken things off with your fiancé yet? Sister Bai, I've told you before. You can't be too soft-hearted. She just got lucky this time. I've already spoken to my contacts at Baichen Group and told them to keep quiet. But next time, if he only ended up with a lame leg, that would be one thing. But if he can't control his mouth, who knows what trouble he'll cause in the future. Actually, I brought him along today to meet you, but I just sent him away so I could give you a heads up. So, when I talk, just be mindful, he's really not that bad. I've only been gone for 2 days. And you've already been won over by him. For the past 3 years, you weren't the one who had to endure all the ridicule and hardship because of him. You haven't really fallen for him, have you? I don't know either. All I know is that I don't want him to leave the Zhu family, I just want him to stay by my side. So please don't say those things, I'm afraid it would hurt him. Honestly, sometimes I wish I could open up your skull and pour out all the nonsense inside. If he can make you happy, then so be it. You call him over, and I'll tell him I can't do it. With you like this, I'm even more afraid to call him over. Miss, get a grip! I'm a cripple. You really want to spend the rest of your life with him like this? It's not like I can't manage on my own, I can make my own money. As long as he can protect me, that's enough. He can't even run. He can't even stand up. How is he supposed to protect you? If I could protect you, why wouldn't you just marry me? Anyway, we can't just let it go so easily. Come on, Jojo. Don't be like this. By the way, your Zhuo actually knows the marshal, and you both live in Beijing. Maybe you two have even met before.
You said his name is Ning Zhuo, and he knows Yuan Zuozong? How do you know him? Last night, it was thanks to the marshal stepping in for Ning Zhuo's sake that we got out of trouble. Otherwise, our family would have been in big trouble. Never heard of this woman? Maybe they're just friends of the same gender. Tell me more. Card declined. Sigh.
Please wait a moment. There might be an issue with this card's authorization. I'll go handle it. Please wait here. Don't leave.
Auntie, why don't you try again?
Yeah, okay. Card swipe failed. Forget about it. Forget about it. Just swipe it and we'll talk about it later on.
Wait, security stop.
You want... What are you doing? You guys, what are you doing?
How can someone genuinely not even know precisely where their very own credit card actually came from? I just thoroughly checked, and this particular card was completely frozen over 3 long years ago. Tell me, exactly where did you manage to steal the specific card from?
3! Didn't steal it. This card isn't mine. It's my son-in-law's.
Still refusing to tell the truth? Take him to the station. You drew a black gold card, the amount is huge, and the circumstances are serious. Let's see how long you can hold out.
No. Please, don't take me to the police.
Tell us about this card.
It really is my son-in-law's. This is a serious crime. You can't get away with it. You'd better come clean.
Who is it? Your rank isn't high enough. Take him away for now. The person who obtained the classified information during the test drive will now be handled by our secret investigation division.
Are you saying that the ancestor, just to stand up for your family's Ning Zhuo, had Kui Shanhai ruin the career of a very promising subordinate?
If he could go that far, that's no small favor.
Did he give any reason? For example, maybe it was because that marshal had given him guidance before, so he wanted to help him. Maybe he was an old subordinate under the prince? Actually, if it were someone else, I might not have tried so hard to persuade him to change his mind. After all, anyone who serves under the prince must be among the elite, even with a lame leg. They'd still be better than most people. But this concerns you, Huaiji. You are my best friend, which is why I'm being so selfish, because I can't bear to see you suffer even the slightest grievance. Besides, you've just secured a major partnership for Baishan Group in the new district, and the Su family will soon return to the top of the elite families. They definitely won't let you be with someone who's crippled. So I can only let my comrade be the one to suffer. Can we not talk about this anymore? I don't want to discuss it. Bai Ji, the problem still needs to be solved. Avoiding it isn't the answer. Is Zhuo Zhuo, whom you ignore, really different from other men? Aside from my lord, all men in the world are the same. All right. No one can out-argue you. Hey, what's with your attitude? If he has what it takes, let him go conquer a country or slay a dozen or so war gods like your lord. I won't stop him. Okay. I never said I didn't believe you. I don't expect him to be as amazing as your lord. As long as he can stand up and walk with me, that's enough for me. Ninja, over here.
Bai Ji.
Hey, you said over here. Thank you for your hard work.
Yes, thank you for your hard work. Come on.
Thank you.
No need to be so polite.
Oh, right. I'll take you to meet Zhu Zhuo. You two were both in Beijing before. She's a really impressive young woman already, a top talent at such a young age.
Let's go.
Goo, why did you turn your back and get all wet? Playing around like that in front of someone single like me. It wasn't like that, right? Remember what I just told you. I know.
Hello, I'm Ningju.
Zhao Zhao, what's wrong? Are you okay? Pinch me. Hello, I'm Director Yi. Jojo, do you two know each other? Do you two know each other?
No, we don't know each other.
Zhao Zhao, given my high position and authority, it's impossible for me to know everyone. But it's normal that quite a few people know me.
Yes, General Ye was previously in charge of intelligence gathering.
Really? This isn't the place to talk. Let's head back first. Sister, you go ahead and speak. Mr. Ningning, come with me. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Hey, Juju, didn't I already tell you? There's some things you shouldn't get involved in. We've grown up together like sisters. Your business is my business. If you want me to stay out of your affairs, that would mean cutting off our sisterly bond completely.
It's fine. I'll talk to her.
Alright, Juju, remember what I told you. Don't say things you shouldn't, or I'll get angry. Your subordinate greets the prince. Your subordinate. Greetings?
You may rise. You're a member of the Imperial Special Agency, Secret Truth Division. Besides, strict formality has long passed. As for me, I'm no longer the Heavenly Strategy General Ning Wuyi under an alias. Why call yourself your subordinate like those old-timers?
Among all the nations and throughout the ages, there is only one Prince Chan. I did not dare to acknowledge you in public because I discovered some matters hidden beneath certain archival clues.
The Zhou family.
When the situation with Feng Huo was urgent, even though he held command of the nation's armies, Guaxiang did not dare to take risks by changing generals in famous formation. But now that he holds absolute power, if he learns of your whereabouts, he will surely act against you. Not to mention other dangers.
Lane, you've been late for 3 years now. Alright, get up quickly. It wouldn't look good if Huanjing saw you like this.
Mayun, ever since you disappeared, Elder Guo broke into the Forbidden Grounds, Zhou Yan killed Xiao Hu, and a rebellion was stirred up in an attempt to seek justice for you. But they were killed by Yuan Zhuzong. That traitor, he actually used his own brothers as stepping stones to secure his succession as prince. Have you ever seen Yan Song? Why should he be allowed to wear it again? I'll send you somewhere else right now.
This isn't good, Zhuzong. He's carrying too much on his shoulders. He didn't betray anyone. If it weren't for him, I probably wouldn't have been able to see you all.
You mean to say that he really sent you here then? That's good.
Chen Xiao, Xiao Wu, and the thousands of brothers who died. I will definitely settle this account with Zhou Yan.
My subordinates are willing to die. It's bad. My mother was arrested.
What?
Sister Bai. Damn it! You will never see you and your dad again. It's okay. I never thought about it. There's also this matter.
It really was unexpected.
Yingzhuo, what's going on with your documents? These documents are my trophies and souvenirs from Beijing Just Keepsakes, you know? Think of it this way. Doctor, Wang asked, if the enemy discovers Wang Yin's identity and then targets his friends and family, what should we do? The best way to hide a drop of water is to drop it into the sea. So, we spread people out.
Right.
Then what about the black card? The black card.
The card counts as trophy.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Before this, I defeated a very prominent enemy. He seemed to be some descendant of the Northern Mang royal family. This was seized at that time. Although it's useless now, it still looks pretty impressive.
Ah, yes, that's right. You really scared me. Jojo, thank you so much for what you did today. Otherwise, my mom wouldn't have gotten out so quickly. Who knows? Ningzhuo, she might have had to stay in there for a few days too.
That's right, Aswo. We really owe it to you today. Auntie, don't mention it. Huaijing and I, our close friendship problems are my problems. Hey, Zhuozhuo was actually supposed to bring you back to Shichen today, but it's okay. You agreed to go home first, right? If you have time, come by the house.
Remember the matter on the 13th.
Handle it well for me.
Money. That's not a problem. All right, Mr. Shu. Don't worry. I'll make all the arrangements and help you win the beauty's heart. Take care on your way back to school. Take care.
Marshal, this is Shu Jie, the new upstart in Yunzhou. The Shu family's young master has long coveted the princess. During this time, the prince has been confused and suffered much humiliation from him. We should just kill him and then uproot all the falsehoods completely.
Killing him so easily would be letting him off too lightly, given how difficult this has been.
Ha! Take care on your way. What do you want?
Let's talk inside.
I need your help with something.
Shu Jie is going to book Tianyi Pavilion's private room 13 to throw a grand confession ceremony for Miss Su of the Su family, Su Baiji. How is he so sure she'll say yes? Isn't he afraid of being rejected and making an even bigger fool of himself?
I'm just a worker, so I really don't know. I only heard that Shu Shao has already taken care of things within the Shu family, and this time he's determined to win her over in one go.
Room 13, I've booked it.
Sir, I think you got the date wrong. Shu Shao has already reserved room 13 with us. Would you like to choose the 12th or the 14th instead? Which day works for you?
Whatever he's paying, I'll pay double.
We do business with integrity.
I don't care.
Sir, this really isn't about the money.
10 times. You'd better quit while you're ahead. My money isn't that easy to take.
President Yuan, there's really no way to negotiate this. Shu Shao's uncle, Kui Shanghai, has just been appointed governor of Mingzhu. This is no longer about money.
Then get me someone who can negotiate. This?
Mr. Yuan, please wait a moment. I'll go get someone for you right away.
We will definitely fulfill Commander Yuan's request regarding the exclusive booking on the 13th. Consider it a token of our hotel's respect for you. How could we possibly accept your money?
Getting things done well is more important than anything. The Beiyang army has strict discipline. Take exactly what you should, and as for the profit you deserve, I won't short you a single cent.
All right, then I'll go inform Mr. Ku in a moment.
No need. Just let him think he booked the 13th himself. That's best. Because I won't embarrass him, yes. That's right.
Payment successful.
Remember, don't let anything absolutely go wrong, or it could truly be indeed fatal.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Sunday, what should we do now? We've really offended the Shu family. Will we still be able to do business in the future?
You'd better worry about the Shu family. After offending this person, I'm afraid there won't be a Shu family left.
Wang Mei, hey, don't be so nervous. I asked you to come because I have something to talk to you about. I called you here because there's something I want to discuss with you. Oh, all right, you already know. The reason I've been targeting your family is for Huaijin's sake. Huaijin is the most beautiful woman in Yunzhou. How could I let her be taken by someone like Ming Jie? I just wanted to force him to give up, that's all. But who would have thought this kid would be so stubborn, holding on for 3 years? I suspect your child has been stubborn like a mule since he was little. Once he sets his mind on something, not even a team of horses could pull him back. Ningzhou has regained his senses for several days. Now, how do you feel about that? How is he doing? This Ming Jie doesn't seem that simplet. Exactly makes him not so simple. He actually knows the marshal. Yuan Shuai, which Marshal Yuan? You mean Zuo Zhong, Yuan Suo Zhong. What? That is truly one of the top figures in all of Daxia, someone who will certainly go down in history. Do not let that young kid fool you. Oh, madam, I saw it with my very own eyes. Sigh! That marshal actually forced Kui Zhenzong to sacrifice one of his trusted subordinates just to help him. Did you ask him? Why would the marshal be willing to help him? He said it was because he once gave the marshal directions. But that's hardly a solid connection. Come on, that doesn't sound like the truth to me. Could it be that he's actually one of the marshal's personal guards? Or something like that? Fone, you just haven't seen enough of the world. If he really were the marshal's trusted aide, and the marshal was willing to help him, would he have ended up in his current state, coming to our Su family? Well, maybe he really did have some minor merit. And with a bit of luck, it just so happened that the marshal was also in Yuzhou. But if that's the case, you've now offended Qi Ku. That's right. So as soon as the marshal finishes his business, he'll just pat himself on the back and leave. With his high rank and power, even Chief Yi wouldn't dare do anything to him. But as for us, our Su...
Well, that's hard to say. Didn't she say before that she owed President Xu a favor? Only Huaijin can sign the contract. That's true. Huaijin Group only recognizes Huaijin. Didn't you even have Su Ying come to our house to find us? Do you remember this matter? Honey, it looks like you've been fooled by this good-for-nothing. Landing that contract with Huaijin Group was all thanks to young Master Shu. Young Master Shu's credit? That's right. Young Master Shu's uncle is none other than the new Governor Kui of Yunzhou. He mentioned it to President Qian at the dinner table, so that's why the contract ended up in Huaijin's hands. Oh, so that's how it is. The Shu family is the new rising power in Yunzhou. Very strong and with huge potential. Young Master Shu is also exceptionally capable. With just a few words, he was able to secure the Baishin Group contract for your family. No matter how you look at it, he leaves that name for dust. Yes. Young Master Shu really is us. And once Huaijin marries into the Shu family, with that connection, not only will Governor Kui not hold anything against us, he'll even open all sorts of doors for our Su family. I'm very satisfied with this marriage arrangement. Hongmei, whether this works out or not depends on you. Does it really depend on me then? After all, Huaijin is your daughter. Would she not listen to you, you need to persuade her more. As long as we can kick that useless Ningzhuo out, any means, any method is acceptable. Are you afraid? On the 13th, which is Huaijin's wedding anniversary, young Master Shu is going to hold an unprecedented grand confession ceremony for Huaijin, giving her a brand new beginning. Ah, a great confession ceremony. Young Master Shu has already booked Tianyige for the 13th. My goodness, that must cost tens of millions. Tianyige is the only 6-star hotel in Yunzhou. Booking it for a whole day means offending countless high-ranking officials and dignitaries. This isn't something money alone can solve. All of this is what young Master Shu has prepared for Huaijin. As for whether Huaijin can have it, that depends on you all. Well, Huaijin has her own ideas. I can't influence what she thinks. As parents, we just want our children to have a better life. As for Huaijin, she's quite stubborn. You need to help her more and guide her to make the right choices. You don't want Huaijin to spend her whole life with that good-for-nothing, do you? Mom, don't worry. I'll definitely kick Ningzhuo out.
Sire, it's still too soon. They're just forcing you. And still thinking about not standing up. Hey, you're not bad now. I should ask you to go. Sire, you still dare to come to my house? Are you really not afraid of dying? Lydia, what gives you the right to talk to me like that? Come and see who this is. All the keys to this house have already been given to this person. You know this, right? I gave them to you. This is Hall 5G. Sir, why do you think Cheng is doing all this? Shuji, if you return the Ma Pao J belt and the Daxia Longquan spring, and then leave this bunch of keys behind, what will your Shu family have left after 30 years of giving way to Huaijin? Master, what's wrong with your head? Serious? Why are you spouting nonsense here? Let me tell you today, I'm taking your things, and I want your woman too. As for you, I suggest you hurry up and leave this family. Don't wait until I have someone kick you out. That would be embarrassing. As for Baiji, I'll take good care of her. Oh, right. On the 13th, I booked the entire Tianyi Pavilion Hotel. At that time, everyone in Yunzhou will witness me confessing my feelings to Huaijin. Old Lady Su and Chen Yi are both especially supportive. Do you think she'll kick you out then? And as for Huaijin, do you really think, when faced with power and wealth within easy reach, he'd still want a cripple like you? They say women are like clothes. You say Huaijin is your woman well. Today I'll wear your clothes and play with your woman. What can a loser like you do to become woman? I'm starting to think young Master Shu isn't right in the head. I just beat him up a couple of days ago. I'm the boss here. You dare lay a hand on young Master Shu? You must be tired of living. Tell me, Shugi, what exactly are you supposed to be? Even if I've fallen on hard times, I'm still not some... Alright.
Let's just see exactly what you can do today.
Shiji, what are you doing here again?
Hey, Minjie, you alright? I'm fine. Are you hurt anywhere? Number. Sister Bai, I came to talk to you about something today. This Minjie started fighting without a word. Beat up my 2 bodyguards, and even knocked out 2 of my teeth.
Young Master Shu, do you really take me for a fool?
Me?
You, a healthy man, 2 trained strong guys, were beaten by someone with a disability. Would you believe it?
Sister Bai.
Then tell me, these injuries, these teeth here, you seriously saying that I actually ran up to him and beat myself up?
Sister Bai, you have no idea. Shu Zhao is way too twisted. Those guys were fighting each other. Like this. If I weren't disabled, I'd never be able to clear my name. Even if I jumped into the Yellow River.
Hey, young Master Shu, I know very well who's lying here. Please, don't bother me again.
Sister Bai.
Young Master Shu, please leave.
Sister Bai, I don't know what you're after, but whatever other girls have, I can give you. Even what other girls don't have, I can give you too. If you stay with her, she'll only drag you down.
This is my own business. You don't need to worry about it. Please go.
Sister Bai, do you really need to insist on living like this? The reason I came this time is to tell you that on the 13th of this month, I've prepared a big surprise for you. I want you to know that choosing me is the right choice. Please do not bother with him at all. Let us go right now.
Let's go now. Then?
Hey, Minja, was Shuji really that bored? He slapped himself in front of you?
He spoke rudely to you, so I hit him.
No. I mean, it's one thing for that young master, but what about those 2 skilled fighters next to him?
They're nothing but petty thugs. Not worth mentioning. I told you. I can handle anything that comes your way.
Hey there. I just saw young Master Shu leave. He still had some noticeable injuries on him. What exactly happened here? What? You actually hit him? What right do you have to hit someone? Huaijin only pities you.
Don't get too full of yourself. Do you really think this is your own home?
Let me ask you, did you give Huaijin the key to?
Yes! As long as we can effectively kick that utterly useless Ming-Jie out, any means necessary are completely accepted. Mom, I gave it to him. So what? What useless man has wasted 3 years of your life there? You going to let him waste your whole life too? Mom, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? I'm saying that young Master Shu never mind just today. Even if he comes tomorrow, the day after, or any day and hits me, he's welcome. If you can't stand it, then you'd better get out of here as soon as possible. Mom, are you crazy? I'm crazy? I think you're the one who's crazy. That useless man has been living in our house for years, not earning a single cent. And now the dividends we get from the Su family are just a tiny bit for show. On top of that, you still take him everywhere to see Dr. Shavens you spent hundreds of thousands by now? Tell me, what exactly are you after? Grandpa arranged my engagement with Ming-Jie. This is what I should do. Ming-Jie, when the old man was still around, he doted on Huaijin the most in our family. She was a pampered young lady who never had to lift a finger. But look at her now. Look at what she's become just to take care of you. A housewife worn down by chores. I'm begging you, if you have even a shred of conscience, just let her go, okay?
I'm truly grateful for how Huaijin has cared for me these past 3 years. I promise I will give her a grand, beautiful wedding and never let her suffer the slightest grievance again.
Nonsense! You say you'll give her a grand wedding? And how exactly are you going to give her a grand wedding? Just because you're in a wheelchair. Are you going to use your disability compensation to do it? Ma? Please stop. Why shouldn't I say it? I insist on saying it. Let's not even mention that young Master Shu is the rising star of the Shu family in Yunzhou, with a strong financial background. And his uncle is even the governor of the province, with extensive connection. At the very least, young Master Shu is a normal person. He wouldn't be a burden to Huaijin. If you were in Ming-Jie's shoes, what would you choose?
Wealth and power can be easily obtained, but these legs of mine can't rely on support.
Humph! What a joke! Your legs have been disabled for so many years, so could they possibly recover? What? Are you counting on true love or something? This is modern society, and you're both adults now. Without money, how are you going to show your love? Come on, don't blame me for being blunt. That young Master Shu has booked out the entire Tianyi Pavilion to make a grand confession to Huaijin. The whole city will be watching. And you? What can you do? All you can do is watch helplessly as Huaijin is picked up by a long fleet of luxury cars on the 13th. What are you going to do? Huh? What was that? Could you repeat that?
The confession ceremony will proceed as planned. But the one confessing to Huaijin will never be Shujie.
Huh? If it's not young Master Shu, then who else could it be?
It's me. It can only be me.
And why should it be you? Oh, great. You did buy Huaijin a car worth several million. But didn't that already drain all your disability pension? Young Master Shu, on the other hand, booked the entire Tianyi Pavilion. Let me tell you, the cost of booking the whole Tianyi Pavilion for just 1 day is well over 10 million. Mom, I'm not finished yet.
It's Yunzhou's only 6-star hotel. Closing for a dado, you know how many powerful people that would offend? To book the whole place, you need incredible power and connections. What makes you, Ningzhou, think you can compare to young Master Shu?
Because I am Ningzhou.
Mom, Shu family booked Tianyi Pavilion. I'm not going.
You child, honestly, let me wheel you out to get some sun.
Whether or not I can book Tianyi Pavilion, we'll see on the 13th.
Ah, Huaijin.
Huaijin, come here. You can now go to Tianyi Pavilion. Specifically, number 13.
Are you also going to bring me together with Shuji?
No, because Shuji would never appear there.
Don't play tricks on me.
Shu Ji, eldest son of Yunzhou's upstart Shu family, booked Tianyi Pavilion, Yunzhou's best hotel, for a grand confession. His target, Su Huijing, once Yunzhou's most beautiful woman.
Su Huijing's elegance is undiminished from years past, and her suitor is actually a wealthy young master.
Grandma! Young Master Shu made this matter public.
Really?
That's right. Now the whole city of Yungzhou knows about young Master Shu's feelings for Huijing.
Ha! That's good. This matter is settled then. As long as Huijing marries young Master Su, with the support of the Shu family and Governor Kui, plus the Baishan Group's project, our Su family is bound to soar to new heights. Even if I die, I can face our ancestors with pride.
Mom!
Mom!
Hame, did you manage to get it completely done, please, by any chance, if you don't mind? Huijin said.
What exactly did he say to you?
He said he won't go to Tianyi Pavilion that day.
What? Mom, this isn't something Huijing can just decide on his own. If he doesn't go, young Master Shu will think we're playing games with him. By then, it won't just be the Shu family we're offending.
Exactly, Grandma. Our Su family can't afford to be suppressed by such a powerful family like the Shu family right now. Besides, marriage has always been a matter decided by the parents and arranged by a matchmaker. It's only natural for you to choose a husband for him. If it were someone you picked, Grandma, not to mention young Master Shueven, if it were a fool or a cripple for the sake of our Su family, I would still marry him.
But it's still not even close.
That's just how it is. In the past, things like this were always arranged by the parents. Huijing is actually quite good, too. Hasn't young Master Shu been pursuing her for 2 years now? Look, some people don't even know what their partner looks like. And they're already married now. Anyway, no matter what happens on the 13th, Huijing must go.
You're gonna force her to go?
Mom, maybe we should just let this go.
Let it go? How can we just let it go? Mom, now is not a time for you to go soft. Even the contract with Baiken Group was assigned to Huijing by President Shu. Not to mention, you offended President Kui just yesterday. Even if young Master Shu has a change of heart and doesn't let Baiken Group cancel our cooperation, as long as President Kui's cousin oversees our project, he can still hold things up and leave us stuck.
Grandma, our Su family's position is extremely precarious right now. We can't afford any more trouble.
Mom, even if the Su family falls, we're not afraid. But Dad can't possibly suffer, right? But right now, I feel like the Su family is the old master's life's work. I'm afraid that if things go on like this, he will disturb the old master's spirit in heaven.
Home, you heard everything. On the 13th, Huijing must go. And as for that Ningzhuo, he can't stay. Tomorrow, we'll hold a clan-wide meeting.
Grandma, is there a reason you've suddenly gathered so many family members?
Why isn't Ningzhuo here?
I didn't let it fall.
You're afraid we'll make things difficult for him. Go and bring him here. This matter concerns him.
It concerns him? Grandma, what is it?
At this point, I won't hide it from you anymore. Ningzhuo has to leave.
Leave for where?
Of course, leave the Su family.
No, I don't.
Our Su family has already taken care of him for 3 years. Isn't that enough? Are you really going to just stand by and watch the Su family fall into ruin for the sake of Ningzhuo?
Grandma, what do you mean by that? Why would the Su family fall into ruin? Haven't we already signed a contract with Baiken Group? Besides, what does it matter to you if the Su family falls?
Do you truly know exactly why the Baiken Group is really willing to work with you on this?
What does it matter to you if the Su family falls?
Do you know why Baiken Group is willing to work with you?
If I say it was actually Sasuke's accomplishment, you'd probably feel even more embarrassed, right? Zhuangzhou, you'll definitely help him out, won't you? It was Ningzhu who made the connection and arranged the delivery, sis.
When did things turn out like this? What's the logic here? What kind of nonsense did they feed you? Even when talking to Grandma, you have to hold her.
Grandma, I don't have me.
Still denying it? When you're feeling guilty, you can't look people in the eye, and your habit of playing with your hair hasn't changed at all.
Grandma,
Forget it. Anyway, everyone knows about it now, so there's really nothing left to hide. It was only because Xu Shao stepped in and helped you out that things eventually turned out well in the end. Xu Shao has already explained everything to all of us. Listen to Grandma, could you have made a mistake? Xu Shao has been nothing but sincere to you, and I just don't understand. Why are you so prejudiced against him? What does this have to do with Shu Ji? If it weren't for the fact that the newly appointed governor of Yunzhou is Xu Shao's uncle, and also had connections with President Qian. Xu Shao just mentioned it at the dinner table, and that's how this good opportunity landed in your lap. But what?
But it was Ye Zhuo who actually made this happen.
Ye Zhuo! Isn't she that close friend of yours who joined the Ministry of War?
She used her connections in Beijing. But can those high-level contacts in Beijing compare to President Qian? It was your friend.
Maybe it was just a coincidence. After all, apart from President Chu, Vice President Qian holds the highest position in Baishan Group. Maybe, your friend only made use of her personal connections, perhaps after Xu Shou had already settled the matter?
But what exactly is it? If this really was your friend's doing, then fine, but what does it have to do with you? She's been freeloading off our Su family for so many years without bringing us any benefit, and now that she's caused trouble, we're the ones who have to suffer for it. How is that fair? I propose that Zhang Yingchuo be expelled from the Su family. I agree.
I agree as well. Never mind that this contract with Baishan Group is thanks to Xu Shao. Even if it was Ning Jie's achievement, what does that matter compared to the future of our Su family? Ying Jie must leave.
Grandma Ningzhuo is just a cripple. He spends his days at home reading books and sunbathing. How could he possibly have anything to do with the future of the entire Su family? He's nothing but a jinx. Second uncle, just look at what your family has done. All for the sake of that useless son. You've brought so much trouble to our Su family. Uncle, what do you mean by that? I don't understand. Zhao Feng, do you remember? I specifically looked into it. He's a trusted subordinate of the new governor, Kui Shanhai. If it weren't for Ningzhuo, he never would have come up. Now he and Wei Fenxin are in charge of their own territory.
You think he doesn't hold a grudge? Of course he does. But he resents the Su family too. Maybe this was all part of a bigger plan, and the land was originally meant to be handed over to Xinfu. But because of this little incident with your family, they had to change people at the last minute. Just think about how much President Kui must resent you, and how much he must resent our Su family, don't you?
I know you're a kind-hearted child, but right now the Su family is hanging by a thread. Even though we have the Baishan Group's project in our hands, as long as President Kui says a single word, we'll have to halt work and reorganize. There are 100 people in our Su family, big and small, waiting for dinner. What should I do? What else can I do? Since you all know about this matter, you should also know that it's because Ning Zhuo is connected to the marshal that made City Lord Ku step in. As for Zhao Feng, it's just that Ning Zhuo and the marshal are connected, but not that closely, which is why I acted this way. Do you think I don't want the marshal to become a candidate for our Su family?
Think about it. He really was that close to the marshal. And if the marshal was truly willing to help him, why would he come to our Su family? He just got lucky and happened to run into the marshal at that hotel. Don't mistake luck for real ability. Sister! Grandma's son, I beg you, please give the Su family a way out. Grandma, what are you doing? Huijin, as long as you agree, if Ningzhu leaves the Su family, Grandma is willing to kneel to death in front of you without any complaint.
Fine, I agree. But even if I didn't, what difference would it make? I knew you were a filial and good child. If your grandfather knew about this in the afterlife, he would rest in peace with a smile. I don't think Grandpa would be happy about it. Ningzhu was someone he personally chose, and Grandpa never interfered with Xiaobei's affairs.
Ningzhu was the only husband he personally selected for me, but plans can't always keep up with changes. Who could have expected that by the time he was sent over, he had already become mentally impaired and disabled? There's really no need to bring up things from your grandmother's past anymore. Let's not mention them.
You're right. If you say he should stay at the Su family for a few years, as long as the Su family knows, that's enough for me too. That's why I'll continue to lead with him. That's more like, are you crazy? How can you be like him? Husband and wife are one. I suppose that means I've offended Zhao Feng and Governor Kui, right? You all say he's unlucky. That if he hadn't married me, he wouldn't have run into all this trouble. And if I hadn't married into your family, the Su family wouldn't have become a laughingstock, disgraced and shamed. You talk about disasters.
You two are a perfect match.
Sister Huai, don't be upset. Grandma, I'm not upset. Given the Su family's current situation, Ningbo really isn't suited to stay in the Su family anymore. You're also thinking about the Su family's future, so I have to agree with you. Since you already know, why do you still say things like this? I've taken care of him for 3 years, over 1,000 days and night 7. If you were just raising a dog, you'd develop feelings, wouldn't you? Am I not a human being? Don't I have a heart? His leg hasn't even healed yet if I let him go. How is he supposed to live on his own? Don't worry, our Su family is doing just fine. No one could take better care of him than I do. When I say I want him to leave, I don't mean you. If you leave the Su family, how will you support him? Can I just let you work at the company? You'd have to start from the bottom at the airport. It doesn't matter if the salary is low. It's fine, even if I only eat one thing fun day. If Minga doesn't have enough to eat, I can just eat half a bun myself. You're
absolutely crazy. I will never agree to this. If you dare make such a decision, there will never be such an unfilial descendant in our Su family.
You can disown me if you want, but I, Su Huaijin, I will always remember you as my grandma. The Su family is the life's work of my grandpa. I'll go pack my things right now and won't disturb the Su family gathering any longer. Stop right there! I absolutely do not agree. I absolutely do not agree to you leaving the Su family. Grandma, why is that? You've always said that have much ability, and my position can be taken away at any time. Wouldn't it be fine for cousin to take over my role? It wouldn't have any impact on the Su family or who.
Now you should understand, right? The Baishan New District project was only signed by you because Xu Shao acted as the intermediary. You should know better than anyone what Xu Shao's intentions are. If you leave now, what will actually happen to this project right now?
Will it still be able to continue? But before we even had this, the Su family was doing just fine.
It's not just about the project being cancelled. There's also Governor Kuei-he's Xu Shao's uncle, and he's already quite dissatisfied with our Su family because of what you've done. Just think about it for a moment. If you leave and Xu Shao finds out that he's been played, he might get extremely angry and retaliate against us from Shenzhen. What will happen to the Su family then? So, if you leave, it's not just abandoning the Su family, you're actually pushing the entire Su family into the fire with your own hands, step by step. Are you really going to just stand by and watch all of your grandfather's lifelong efforts go to waste because of your little personal feelings?
Let it fall again. The Su family's downfall is all because of you, Su Huaiji, or the weakness. So selfish. Grandfather cared for you for nothing. If you really want to see the Su family like this...
Having come this far, you can leave now.
I promise you. I really, truly, absolutely promise you. I promise you. It's okay. It's okay. Really, Huaji. Even if you move out, you can still go and visit her, Baiji.
The Su family can't fall.
I understand. I really do understand. I'll go get Ning Ruo immediately without any delay so you can personally tell her yourself and ask her to leave.
All right, then. If you don't mind, let me do it. What's wrong, Huaiji? Yingzhuo, can you come over? I have something to tell you. Okay, I'll be right there.
The Su family clan meetings never let me participate. Huaiting suddenly called. He must be having trouble with me again. It's a pity my legs haven't recovered yet. Middle. Now that my subordinates are back in place, what do I have to fear? Let's go. Let's give Huaijin a surprise at the Su family home.
Hello, I'm on my way and will be there soon. Huaiji, don't be too upset. As long as Ningzhuo leaves the Su family, our Su family will definitely get better and better. When that happens, I'll ask Grandma to give you a big credit. Are you that sure?
You think that once you get rid of Ningzhuo, the Su family will just keep getting better? Of course you do. I've always been told that to forge iron you must be strong yourself. Relying solely on others is not the right path. What right path or wrong path? As long as it makes the Su family prosper, that's the right path.
What do you mean by it? Are you saying that without your crippled husband, our Su family can't get better and we'll just go downhill? I'm really, honestly, and genuinely curious. What is it that's so great about your pathetic husband that you just can't let him go, Yuan Yuan?
What's your words?
Huaiji, Yuan Yuan is speaking. She may be a bit blunt, but she's not wrong. As long as Mingzhu leaves the Su family will definitely be better off. That's really how it is, daughter-in-law.
Yingzhu, I really truly wish you were as amazing as Grandpa said, so that they would finally realize they misjudged you. Huaiji, I'm coming.
You're here. I have something to tell you. As for your matter, let's talk about it later. Su Huaijin has something more important to discuss with you, something much more important.
What is it? I think...
You should leave the Su family. What? I said you, Ningzhuo, should leave the Su family.
Did they say something to you? Or did they do something to you?
No one said anything. We just discussed your situation. We all agreed that you've regained a certain level of self-sufficiency. You don't need to stay at my house anymore, not even for 2 yuan.
Can I ask a question?
Did they force you to say this? Are you done or not? Even Su Huaijin said so just shut up.
Huaiji, tell me.
No one forced? I can't stand living with you. I'm tired of facing it daily. Having to face a crippled-o, you understand? Gee, you're lying. She's already said it so clearly. You useless cripple. Do you have any self-awareness at all, Kinjie?
Stop pestering her. Guanxi, she will never marry a disabled man.
That useless cripple just stood up, just now.
Sister, look me directly in the eyes and say it again, just like you did before.
I said, honestly, I'm really fed up with living with you.
I understand.
Understand, get lost, don't block marrying into wealthy family. You. From now on, you and my Su family.
Fine. Accountant Su, let me ask you one last time. Are you really going to drive me away?
You staying here? You're only good at talking. Once you're gone, the Su family will be much better off.
From this day forward, I, Ningzhuo, have no more ties or grudges with the Su family. I hope you all take care.
Don't regret it. What's there to regret about kicking out a stray dog anyway? If you can't manage to climb up to the Shu family, that's when you'll really truly regret it. The commander-in-chief of the army, the chairman of Baishan Group,
and even a female general. 3 top-tier figures have all gathered at our Su family, haven't they? What on earth is going on here?
说着，
朱胜放
Marshal. The Sword King does not kneel. Your Su family is truly bold.
Marsh, our Su family is just meeting with Wang Bugi for a family gathering meeting. That's all, just a discussion.
What are you talking about? Why are you all just standing there? Please, offer seats and serve good tea. Actually, forget the tea.
We originally came with the prince to escort the princess back to the residence, but I didn't expect the Su family to be so blind. I really didn't expect that General Su Shixin, a hero all his life, would end up marrying a wife like you. And on top of that, you've raised a bunch of useless good-for-nothings. It's enough to make anyone who hears it feel heartbroken and anyone who sees it shed tears. You really can't recognize gold and jade even when it's right in front of you, President Chu. What about the cooperation between our 2 families? Cooperation, you still have 2 layers of cooperation, you old hag. Do you know why I offered your Su family a project that's basically like giving away money? Wasn't it Vice President Xu Shao who brought it over asking for money? I don't even know this Xu Shao. If it weren't for the prince's orders, why would I pay any attention to a small family like yours that's on the verge of collapse? The cooperation is over. I expect your Su family to return my 300 million. Not a cent less within 7 days. Otherwise, MPI won't accept it. I absolutely won't accept it. President Chu, our Su family is counting on this project to reach our peak again, to return to our former glory. Keep dreaming. Are you only afraid of that little dog Kui Shanghai and not afraid of me? Do you know what it means that a king cannot be insulted? From today, anyone from the Su family except Su Huaijin's family will be demoted to the lower status. They are banned from the marketplace, from farming, and from working for life. Anyone who helps the Su family will have their whole clan punished.
You say that, but Prince, without you, the Su family will only have it harder. But I'll be watching.
What? Subordinate Yuan to Wozong, to Yuchi, and Lord Ye summon the King of Beiyue. Hey.
Oh, Mom, please, this just can't be happening. This just isn't real.
Two Xu family. Fetch Python Robe and Royal Sword. They have
Back in 7th grade, he led 7,000 university students to file a lawsuit, reaching finalong and bringing the nation to a coup. Now, the flying fortune with his 3-year bachelor's degree program living more renowned, and in one battle, he slew 18 lawyers in 6 nations. He is a living legend, damn. That was back in the day.
I Ling don't under don't once dominated Empire, yet he killed right and left right foot.
Oh my God, say it! Heavenly King!
I do not want you to be a peerless hero any longer.
Go to the Yu family and fetch my Python robe and royal sword. They have already waited too long.